I need to
but
find some. I need to
go.
find a damsel and just use all my inspiration on them. Just trying to woo them.
Just wooing people. I
Yeah.
mean, bards have pretty good persuasion, so that's probably not something you even need inspiration on. But why don't you go ahead and give us a recap?
Okay. So, we started off last session. Essentially, after we talked to Neil, we went back to stables. We started talking. Stable boy overheard us, but as far as we know, it was just stable boy, and nothing has come of that. Um, Anyway, Mia punched me, or Nello. I left, along with Shock and Melody. The rest of the group kind of splits up, goes their own way. Scurry's trying to learn alchemy from Doru. Mia's trying to learn about the egg, and Tal sort of was looking into the past of Char and the Cursed Church. Um, so Riven went to Blackwater's estate and got shot at. Um, And after all that, we meet up around 5. Also, Tal, what were you doing particularly? Because I kind of forgot.
I was just helping Mia a bit.
Oh, okay, so you were along with me.
Yeah.
I see. And we went back to um, see Cithril after Neil come gets us. And we sort of promised Cithril that we'd try to get her a 33% cut of the treasure. And we'd work with her along with the Iron Tide against Blackwater. We go back to the tavern and we drink, and Riven hits on Neil, and Mia hits on Cithril, and Mia kind of makes progress, I guess, from what we could tell.
They're
Um, we wake up in the morning and split up. Um, and then afterwards, we go back to the inn and wait for Neil. And Neil arrives and brings us to these tunnels, and we begin fighting skeletons in the tunnels, and there are kind of a lot of them.
Yeah, you had entered a place that you weren't sure what the door said because no one spoke Dwarven. And once you got in, when you pried one of the doors open, a bunch of skeletons jumped you. And I believe there was more pounding on the south door, so
Yeah,
you might
and
have more.
right as we left off, they actually knocked it down.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and I think didn't the group? Because I think you went with Melody to help her with her shop, right?
yes, I went with the group to help Melody with the shop, and Tal came later and helped as well.
I just want to write down that you guys did fund that, so she got the money she needed. Okay. So, fortunately, we're down a Scurry and a Mia right now. But yes,
Oh,
it seems the south door was exploded, and a bunch more skeletons are coming from that direction. So let's get back to it. Maybe Scurry will show, hopefully. Alright, so it was the skeleton's turn. So I think he's gonna pop a shot at Mia, who I guess I'm playing today. Actually, give me a moment. Fix that. Alright. So he fires at Mia using his short bow. 9 versus AC would miss as the arrow flies down the hallway, hitting the door behind her. That's it for the skeleton. Another skeleton goes. This one. He's going to fire at Mia as well. Luckily, she does have cover from that webbing. However, 23 would strike, and she is struck for 8 points of piercing, wounding her. She takes an arrow to the shoulder. This one goes here. He's going to fire as well. short bow. 10. So that one was at Scurry, and luckily the cover would miss him. This guy here, actually, you can't really even see these guys because they're in the darkness. So,
Darkness.
does she have dark vision? I don't think she does, so he would have advantage on attacking her. Because she can't see him.
Ooh.
21 would strike. Mia takes another 3, looking further wounded. I'm a damn pincushion. She's starting to falter a bit. Scurry goes. He says, can we block the south with something? Because he sees those big Minotaur skeletons on their way. Does he have a ranged attack? Let's see.
Oh, but he can just run in, disengage, run back, I guess.
That's true. He is a rogue.
He does have a short bow.
Alright, so he can't get sneak attack on anyone. I guess he could do, that aim thing where he uses bonus action to aim, for advantage. So he's gonna do that. So he's gonna, I think, use his short bow. Now let me check on something before I do that. Alright, so... Dang it, Scurry, set yourself to roll advantage. Not advantage toggle, I hate advantage toggle. Never was rolls, there we go. Alright, well I'll click again anyway. So he's gonna short bow. But he had advantage, so 9 would miss. 14 would actually strike. Doing 9 sneak and 6 piercing, so 15 damage as this guy crumbles a bit. And that would be it for Scurry. Skeleton goes back here. I think there is light on that guy. Tal, do you have dark vision?
No,
Okay, let me check. Can you see him?
but I can see him, yeah.
Yeah, so he's obscured, but you can see him, so he doesn't have advantage. So he is going to fire at you. Donk. 22.
I'm gonna shield.
Alright, so as the arrow's coming in, you throw up your hands, knocking it back with a shield spell. Go ahead and spend your reaction and spend a level 1 spell.
Yes.
I think if you just click shield, it'll spend it for you.
Yeah. Oh, where is it even?
And yeah, just mark yourself using a reaction. Ribbon. What are you gonna do?
So, okay, so I'm gonna do shatter again, but only
Alright.
one thing.
Where are you putting it? I
I'm gonna
guess
do it the one that's just coming, so I need that. Or not that one.
so. First, click to cast the spell, just so I can see it, and then move the spell AOE where you want to put it.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Can you click it for the cast so it takes away the spell slot?
yeah, that's 2. So I'm gonna do it at a higher level and 3, and
Alright, so there is an explosion of thunderous energy as these two are caught in a devastating shatter. So they have to make, was it con saves?
yeah, Constitution saving throw, yeah.
Alright, DC is 13, damage is 18, 25. Unfortunately, these guys are pretty good at con saves. Let's see how it goes. Oh, but they both fail. They are caught off guard as the explosion hits. And this one actually is wounded, the one that got shot before. He's kind of falling apart. Anything else?
Yep, I'm gonna try to say, these are not worth enough drinks with Neil! I hate the undead! And then that's it.
Alright, so you ran
I
advantage.
agree.
So this one back here is going to shoot at Tao, who has his shield up, luckily. 23.
Oh, I have 19 plus 5.
Alright, so luckily your shield protects you from another shot. This guy back here is going to charge through his buddy, doing a goring attack on Tal. Let's see. So he makes his gore attack. No, 8. So he slams against your shielding, which pushes you back a little, but does keep you from taking any damage. That's it for this guy. A skeleton comes walking into view from back here. He's going to take a shot at Tal. 16. Once again, he would block it. So many skeletons. This guy back here, who I think you can barely see, is going to fire at you. 7, no. So once again, your shield is being reliable and catching a bunch of arrows. Alright, this guy over here is gonna... Is Mia on the... Oh yeah, she is, okay. He's gonna fire at Mia. She hasn't moved yet. I do want to get her out of there. 18 would strike, and she would take another 6 points of damage. Looking pretty beat up now. This guy walks out. He's actually going to fire at Nalo. But luckily you have heavy cover. No, 10 would miss. Nalo, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
My turn. I will
Too fucking many of them.
end my first cast of Wand of Web and cast it again on the lower door. Let me find
Right.
where that
So you
is.
spend a charge. How many do you have left?
Right now I have 5 charges.
Okay. What's your max? Like 7?
7. Yeah,
Okay.
7 charges.
Go ahead and place the webbing where you're going to put it right there. Alright. Alright, so
Okay.
they have to make, on their turns, I think they make saves.
On their turns,
Yeah.
yep.
Alright, so that's it for Nalo, right?
That's it for my turn, yep.
Alright, so Skeleton down here is going to try to walk out, but he's going to enter the web, requiring a dex save. And he would make it. So 10, 25. And he's going to take a shot at Scurry. Well, natural 1. He got it through the web, but then completely missed. This one, who's very wounded, is no longer held because the web's gone. So he's going to move forward up to Mia, pulling out his sword and swinging at her. Natural 1, so she kind of kicks it back and says, "They're coming through." This guy has to make a saving throw versus Dex. He will. Oh, he'll make it. Unfortunately, he can't really get through right now, so he's going to dodge. Because the other one's just in his way. So he takes the dodge action. Mia, what are you going to do? Oh, that's me. She's going to back up. She says, disengages and says, "Someone else has to get up here. I'm too wounded." And she backs up towards the door.
I can hear you. Stay in.
Yeah, but her AC also sucks. Does anyone have a good AC besides you?
Oh,
I have 14. That's not particularly good.
Alright,
please
so-
get your bow out.
So, if you say stay and I can heal you, she will nod, grudgingly staying in, and take the dodge action, giving disadvantage to attacks on her. Tal.
Okay. First, I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me
Alright.
with this green flame mace.
Alright, so you swing your mace at the walking bones. 22 would strike, dealing 10 bludgeoning and 8 fire, so 18 damage.
This to the one behind him, if it can reach him.
Good roll. So he takes another 10. Is it 2d8?
Yeah.
Oh,
From level 5, it's 2d8.
gotcha. Alright. So he's
Sheesh.
burned for 10. And they are both looking wounded now.
And I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level at Mia.
Alright.
Uh,
So channel some healing
That's it.
energies. 8 points. Alright, so she feels.
oh, and she gets Voice of Authority. I can make a reaction attack.
Oh, what weapons did she have?
Swords, I think
Alright,
2
so
of
Yeah.
them.
I'll say
Two.
she'd pulled out her short sword on her turn. Fortunately, she can only do one at a time, so she'll have one. And she's going to attack this guy. 20 will strike, stabbing him for, ouch, 16. He is utterly shattered. Got him. Anything else, Tal?
Nope.
Alright, so next up, the skeletons continue forward. This guy moves up to about here, trudging over his fallen allies. And he's going to fire his short bow. Natural 1 would miss. So this guy down here comes up. He's going to fire a Tal. 16 would miss. Once again, your shield keeping you safe. This guy back here moves up this way. He's going to fire at Mia. He has advantage because he's still in the dark and she can't see. She's probably yelling, I need a light over
She's
here.
dodging.
Yeah, so it'd be a wash. Alright, so 9 would miss her. This guy is going to enter the webbing, having to make a saving throw. Oh, he would fail, so he is restrained. And that would end his turn. Well, actually, he can shoot from the corner here, so he would lean out and fire a Tau. Disadvantage. Nope, so that would miss. Who's this guy? Okay, so this guy over here is going to, luckily he's not very smart because their skeletons move forward a bit, take another shot at advantage, which is a wash. Mia, 15 would strike her, so she takes 6. Someone light up this hallway. This guy's gonna fire at her as well. 9, alright, so she dodges that one. Scurry goes, he'll yell, can we get another boom in the hallway to the north? He's gonna pull out his rapier and stab at this guy. Oh yeah, 20 will strike, stabbing him for 21 damage. He is very wounded, but still alive. He's then gonna disengage. No, he'll stay there. He likes having that cover. This guy here is going to fire at Scurry. 17 would hit. Usually. No, that's still gonna hit. He doesn't have enough cover. So he takes 3. Damn it. Ribbon, what are you gonna do?
Ooh, I'm going to. Wait. Put it that way to see what I can see both ways, and oh god, I don't know because it all comes down to how many we got one way or the other. Shit. Right. Okay. So I am going to. Oh god, please work.
Mia would probably yell, "Kill the ones in the dark! They keep shooting me!"
Right. Okay. So it's that one. So we'll do shatter again at second level. I'm going to try and aim it with more in the dark bit. So hopefully.
Alright, so back here. Like this area?
Yeah. Yeah, right about there.
Alright.
Yeah. To find the thing to position.
So that will target the 3 of them back there. So go
Yeah,
ahead and
that-
give me a damage roll.
Right, so do that. The
This might just kill them.
oh, I do hope so.
Well, if they make their saving throw. Let's see. So 16. These 3. So con save. 13. 16 damage. 2 of them fail it and die. It's a bunch of bones fly around, but one of them is still moving around in the darkness, looking very
And I'm gonna fly back and hide again.
okay.
And yeah, I'm just gonna be like, why not hide again?
It's too many skeletons, she yells. And this one is going to move up and take a shot at Scurry. 9 would miss him as he kind of takes cover behind the wall there. Alright, the skeletal minotaur is going to try to shove our buddy here, Tal. So Tal, I need either athletics or acrobatics versus his athletics. Alright, so you try to push back as he roars, pushing into you. 17, so he will succeed shoving you 10 feet as he moves in this way. And, actually, hang on. After he shoves you, he might get stuck because he started in the web. So he has to make a dex save. Yes, he rolls a natural 1 and he is restrained. So he is stuck there. He did shove you back though, ending his turn. The skeleton back here has to dex save. So many dex saves. He fails and he is stuck. So he's going to take a shot at Tal. 21 versus AC.
I cast shield again.
Alright, go ahead and spend the spell and the reaction.
Yes.
Tal continues with the last of his magic to keep the skeletal hordes back. So that is it for that guy. This one way back here, there's no way he's getting through, so he's just going to use his short bow and fire. The question is, who's he firing at? He'll fire at Scurry. Nope, 6 would definitely not hit. This guy here, Alright, he's going to take aim and fire at Mia again from the darkness. So advantage, disadvantage would cancel. But 21 will strike, doing 6. And she is bleeding from several places now. She says, I don't know if I could take another hit. That's it for that one. This guy here has to make a dex save. Oh, he would fail. And he as well is now restrained. As he gets caught up in the web trying to move around. He is going to take a shot at Tal at disadvantage. Actually, he's going to shoot at Nalo. 23
Let's
becomes
go.
14.
Hits.
Alright, so you take 6 piercing as he barely nicks you with that shot. Nalo, what are you going to do? Oh, and I need a concentration check for that web.
Oh, okay, here we go. Concentration.
DC 10.
No, you roll a d20
DC
with
it's,
con.
Oh,
It's a con
yeah.
save.
D20, DC2. Okay. Oh, con save? I see, I see.
Oh no!
Oh!
So the web
Alright,
goes
I lose
away.
web then.
Alright, so on your turn, you're casting web again. Did you
Let's see.
minus
No,
the?
I have to take 6 damage, right?
Yeah, so it was 6 damage.
Okay. Nice. Alright. I will actually move to here, and I'll touch Mia, and I'll cast Kuruns at 3rd level.
Okay, hang on, let me end some restrained effects. So you are healing her. So how much does that heal for?
16.
Did that spend the slot for that?
Yeah, for 3rd level slot. Oh,
Sweet.
I'm sorry. I used the Beyond, D&D
Oh.
Beyond.
Alright. How dare you. Alright, no, that's fine. So 16. So she is feeling better. She thanks you. Sorry I punched you.
I nod and say it's alright. Now my turn.
Alright, so that's it for you. That skeleton is dead. So I'm gonna remove him. Oh no, wait. That one wasn't dead, the other one was dead. Ah, poop. Which one was that? Alright, well, this one's dead. The Minotaur goes. Being that he is no longer restrained, he's going to move 10, 20, 30 up this way. And he is going to attack Tal, because he is not happy with Tal. And luckily, these guys aren't super smart, because they're skeletons. So Tal, he comes charging in, goring at you. Oh, almost a crit. Well, if he had advantage. 15 versus AC.
Nope.
Alright, so once again, you put your shield out, keeping him back. Mia goes, oh crap, they're breaking through. And she's going to take out her bow, I think. Her long bow. And take a shot. Unfortunately, the arrow would fire past this guy. And she would miss.
Also, can she reset her hunter's mark before that?
Sure. She'll move, is she... I don't see her concentrating on a hunter's mark.
It's a hunter's mark on one of the dead big guys.
I think she may have gotten her concentration broken.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's why she's not concentrating. Tal, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to hold the line down here.
Alright.
And
Move back down, engaging the two of them again.
I'm gonna hit the one that's further in with green flame mace. Green flame mace here,
Oh, now you can take the concentration off yourself.
which probably
Oh,
misses.
yeah.
Yeah, 9 unfortunately is not enough. As,
And I'm gonna
it dodges.
cast Healing Word at 3rd level at Mia again.
Alright, so Mia is very happy to get more healing, and she is looking much better now.
And she's getting Voice of Authority again.
So she's gonna take her bow. Can she bow or just melee?
Yeah, she can also bow.
Alright, so she's gonna take her bow and fire at this one, spending her reaction. Pew! 13 would be enough, and she shoots him for 13 points, shattering his spine. He falls to a pile of bones. Says one down. Anything else, Tao?
I think I'm gonna move a bit onto the corpse, trying to block the hallway as best I can.
Alright. So go down there a bit. Skeletons go. So this one, who she can see luckily, is going to fire at her. Normal attack. Oh, 21. She is shot again for 7, yelling, God damn it, as another arrow is sticking out of her leather armor. Luckily it didn't go all the way through. This one down here is going to saunter up pulling out his sword and swinging at Tao. 16 as there's a clang as you block him. Top of the round, this one here is going to move forward. Luckily all the corpses are in his way, so he can only get to here, and he's going to fire his bow. 15 would be enough to hit her, because she does not have a very high AC right now, and she takes 4 points of damage. Soaking those hits. So this one who was restrained is now free, is going to come around the corner here. Come up to here and go after Tao. So he swings his short sword. 6, so you block him as well, as they are all coming down the hall now. This one comes up to here, pulling out his sword. He's going to swing at... he's going to go for Scurry. Oh, 21, and Scurry is stabbed. As he's surprised from behind, taking 3 points of damage. This one here is going to fire a bow at Mia again. And unfortunately, she still can't see him, so 6 becomes a 22, and she is struck for 6. Once again, Scurry is going to go, fucking hell. And he is going to move up here and stab at the big guy, trying to take out a bigger opponent. Oof, but he is unfortunately unable to, ending his turn. This guy down here is going to come up this way and attack, going after Tal. Natural 1 would miss. Riven.
Right, okay, right, okay. I am going to... Oh, shit. Right. Okay, panicking now. Right, I am going to Guiding Bolt the Skeleton Minotaur standing there.
Alright, so you summon Radiant Energy. Oh, crit! Right, direct hit.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll damage.
It's the third Guiding Bolt crit. Did he ever not crit with that spell?
I don't... It's not bad, that's that.
You have to click on Guiding Bolt to roll the damage. Also, well, you clicked on the attack again. Did that minus a spell slot? Because it didn't.
No.
Okay, so
no.
What's going on with your sheet? That should have manually minus the spell slot. Let me take a look.
Do the attack bit then. It's not doing it for that. I'm clicking on the spell thing and it just doesn't do it.
So, no advantage toggle. Always roll advantage. Don't query whisper. Never whisper rolls. Don't auto roll damage. Try clicking on the spell now. And I'll still keep your crit. I just want to see if this works.
There you go.
It still didn't work. What's going on? Alright, well, we're going to have to figure it out later. So go ahead and manually minus a spell.
And then should I just manually roll the...
No, if you click on Guiding Bolt in the chat underneath the crit, it will roll with the crit.
Okay.
No, in the chat.
That bit. This is really confusing me. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does it when you click the damage. That makes sense. Alright, so you blast him with a nasty hit that sends bones covered in radiant fire, shattering in all directions. Right,
and then
I'm
gonna healing word Mia.
Mia thanks you, because once again you alright.
You can't.
Oh yeah, you can't because you already cast the spell.
I thought it was a bonus action.
Yeah, but if you cast the spell on a turn, you can only do cantrips for your second spell.
Okay.
If you cast it as a bonus action, which you would be doing so, trying to do a cure or a healing word there. So yeah, you can only do cantrips at this point.
No. Should I just cantrip and attack one just to get rid of some of them? Yeah,
Well,
no, that's it.
only if you have
But
a
what?
cantrip as a bonus action, but yeah, I don't think you do. So
No,
what you
I'll
can
have
do
a-
is something like shoot something with a melee attack and cast a heal, but yeah, if you
I don't
actually...
have one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that's fine. Alright, so that ends your turn.
Literally.
Alright, so this guy is gonna... Here, I'm gonna have him move forward. He can't get past... Well, actually, he could. So he's gonna try to get past, giving Scurry and Tal and Oppie if they want to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Alright, so you spend your reaction. I'll let you go first. Oh yeah, that's probably game. So he takes 16. I mean, it's not a green flame blade, but he would take.
It is. I can. I have
Oh, are
Warcaster.
you Warcaster? All right.
Yeah.
So he takes well, 16 from the initial would kill him, and then the fire is just overkill. Scary.
Yeah, and then 4 damage to the one next to him. Let's say the one diagonally from me.
Alright, so he takes 4 as your green flame jumps. And that's it for him. The Minotaur is dead, so I'm going to remove him from combat. This one walks up. He is as well going to attempt to move past in, which you cannot oppie him this time. So he comes up to here, and he is going to swing at Nalo with his sword.
Eek!
He's chittering as he stabs. 17 will strike you, right?
Yeah.
So you get cut for 4 points.
Ah, I see.
I see. This one way in the back is going to move up here, and he's going to fire at Scurry. Natural 1, Scurry will easily dodge that. This one back here from the dark is going to fire with advantage again at poor Mia, who's just catching arrows left and right. But luckily he rolls a 6 and she would dodge that one. She says, oh gods. This one down south. Gonna move up a bit. You know, actually, it's not marking them for you guys when their turn starts, is it?
We can't see a lot of them, and
Alright.
so.
So let
But,
me change that real quick, just so you can see a little bit better who's going. Okay, that should fix that. So this guy here is going to fire at Tal using his bow. So short bow, shot 10, no, easily blocked. Nalo.
Does Mia still look injured? If I look at her.
Yes, she is definitely looking hurt. She was looking
Okay.
better, then she took a bunch of shots from the hallway because there's still
I see.
skeletons alive down there.
I will cast Cure Wounds again with my second, third level slot.
Okay. So she gains 17, feeling much better.
And
No
I will
longer-
brace myself for what is to come and end my turn.
Alright, so the Minotaur is dead. Mia goes. She is going to. Does she have a torch? She's getting tired of this bullshit. Torch. She does. So she's going to use a torch. Light it up with her. She's going to take it out with her bow in it, or with her item interaction. Light it up as an action. And toss it in there. So she can finally see these guys shooting at her. So she tosses it down the hall here. Like, there you all are. Ends her turn. Tal.
Whip. I'm gonna attack the one that got past.
Okay. So this guy here.
Yes.
Alright, so you swing your mace towards him. 19 will strike, doing 10 bludgeoning to him and 8 fire, which would destroy him.
And then 7 fire to the one below him.
7 fire to this guy. Alright, so he is looking wounded as the fire burns away at him.
I'm gonna cast what's it called? Spiritual weapon.
Alright, so there is a
And
blast of energy as your spiritual weapon flies in. Unfortunately, 10 is not enough, and he would dodge that. So go ahead.
okay.
Summon the weapon on the spot you want it. I think
Yep.
there's a weapon icon you can use. Alright, so it poofs in right on top of him. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, skeleton goes here. He's gonna pull out his sword and move up, attacking Mia with a short sword attack. She would parry it with her short sword and say, "Not today." This one here is going to do something similar, but towards Tal. Stabs at you, but you keep him back with your shield, still holding the line. This guy here, I think, is dead. Or is he under someone who's dead? Yeah, this guy's dead, so he's gone. Let me take him out of combat. Where did the thing go? Oh, this one here. God, there's too many bodies. Alright, so that guy is going to stab at Tal, as he is very unhappy that Tal burned him. 18, I believe, will miss you.
Yes.
Luckily, you're very armored. This one here is going to stab at your druid ally. Not druid, your hunter ranger ally. 20 will strike her. Ah! Actually, he's going to step here, too. Oh, no, he can't, because Nalo's in the way. So she takes 4 damage. Nalo keeps him where he is. Next up is going to be this guy, who I believe is dead. So we'll just take him out of the order. Yeah, he's dead. He got blowed up by the AoE. Scurry goes. He says, "We're starting to push him back. Good job." And he's going to stab at this guy. There's a rapier. 15 will indeed strike. Oof, big hit. He gets his sword stuck in the creature's head and just pulls it off. Skeleton over here goes. Stabbing at Tal once again. One of these days I'll roll a crit. No, you keep him back with your shield. Riven, what are you going to do?
Right. I am going to... What am I going to do? I fall a bit. Nope, they're mostly dead, thank God. Okay, then I'm going to... Do I want to do that?
Mia yells, "Blast him, Riv."
Right, I'm going to fly... Hang on, let me just do... Right. I'm going to fly there, and then down that tunnel, I am going to cast Gust of Wind.
Alright, so you spend your last slot there. Let's see, each creature... Okay, so you're concentrating. Go ahead and mark yourself as concentrating.
Which one's that one again?
That's the guy holding his head. So there's like a guy holding his head and a bunch of lines coming out. It's a little ways down.
Insanity.
Yeah, I think
Oh, that one. Got it.
yeah, you got it. So is that let's see. Each creature that starts its turn. Okay, so that's on their turn. Every 1 foot, and it makes it harder for them to move. Okay. So where is
It's going down that tunnel, the one where Tal is Is it? Yeah, it's going down the one where Tal's standing like straight, then pushing all the undead and all that stuff just back. Hopefully, Storm style.
All right, sounds good. All right, so wind starts blasting. The skeleton there is dead, so he does not go. That skeleton is also dead. This skeleton goes. He must make a strength save. His wind is blasting at him. So
Wait, that one?
he would fail. So how far does it push him?
It pushes 15 feet away from me in a straight line. And
I
then
thought,
it ends.
Oh.
So now, does that affect projectiles if he decides to shoot at you?
It doesn't say. It
Alright.
just says
So
it just says about it.
Yeah, he's gonna fire his short bow at you.
And
no.
I can't cast.
So
I say I can't cast shield while I'm doing this, can I?
you can, because this just stops. You just have to concentrate on it. So 19 versus AC on you.
13. Can I cast shield?
You
Right.
could, but that would only put you to a 15, so he would still hit you.
It's 10. Yeah, so it put me 50. Yeah, so it doesn't matter then. No, I won't.
Alright, so you take 3 piercing, and I need a constitution save to hold your spell.
Right, okay, so that is. Yep.
You do indeed. Alright, so you continue concentrating. This one, who's now lit up, can no longer attack with advantage, but he's still going to shoot at Mia. But she would see it coming, luckily, because that would have hit. Ending his turn. This skeleton is going to make a strength save. He would fail and get pushed back this way. He's going to continue to walk back a little, and he's going to take a shot at Tal. Or not Tal. He's going to take a shot at the one casting the spell, so you. Short bow. 20 would strike you, so you take another 4 damage. And I need another con save.
Yep.
Alright, so you hold your spell. Go ahead and subtract 4 from your health.
So that's 7. Yep.
Okay.
I need to get some armor! I'm literally.
Nalo, what are you doing? You see your ally
I will
blasting wind southward.
pull out my kite. No, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast twice. The first at this guy, and the second at this guy right here.
Okay. This guy does have cover from the one right in front of you, just FYI.
Oh, there's one in front. Oh, there's like I didn't see that guy. I'll cast it at the closer one then.
Alright, so you got a straight shot at him. You gotta do the
Cast
damage
twice.
roll. So 12 would just miss, and 10 would definitely miss. As your 2 shots go off. Anything else?
And on my turn.
Alright. Mia is going to draw her second short sword, dropping her bow. And she's going to stab at this one. So, short sword. 15 would strike, doing... Well, she wouldn't get Colossus Slayer because he's still at full, but hits him for 8. And she's going to take her offhand attack to swing again. The bonus action. 14 would strike again, and I think now she can use her Colossus Slayer. So she does 4 and 3, another 7, which would shatter him. She kind of scissors the swords and goes sending bones flying everywhere. Then she's gonna step up 10, 20, 30 feet, moving down the hall. She says, "We've almost got the north." Tal, I need a strength save. There's a bunch of wind is hitting you. Alright, so you hold your ground as wind is blowing against you from behind. What are you gonna do?
Green Flame Mason, the one below me directly.
There you go. Alright. So he takes 30 31 points of damage and is utterly annihilated.
Ooh, and there's this to the one to the left of me.
Jeez, alright. He is burned to a crisp by green fire.
And then my spiritual weapon will move down a bit and attack the one that's still alive next to it.
Alright. Goes at that one. Yeah, 13 would just hit. And that one shatters as well. Tal has a very successful round of sending bones flying everywhere. Anything else?
So nothing left alive, so I'm gonna start moving down.
You just let the wind carry you.
Yeah.
Pull out your
Oh, wow,
surfboard.
I can turn myself? I'm gonna move the... Okay. And engage those guys.
Alright. That guy is dead. That guy is dead. That guy is dead. That guy is dead. I guess a pretty successful round last round. Scurry. Scurry goes, "What the fuck?" as a bunch of wind hits him. He's blown 15 feet. Ah! Well, I guess that sort of helped as he runs down this way and stabs at this one that Tal just engaged, yelling, "Mine!" Ha ha! Dealing 11 points of damage does not kill him. Scurry yells, "Fuck!" That's it for him. Skeleton, that one is dead. Ribbon.
I'm going to cast Cure Words on Mia. And
Alright.
then just concentrate the rest of it.
Yeah. So you're holding your spell and you cast Cure Wounds. Well, you could cast Healing Word unless you're going to go up next to her.
No, because I'm not moving. Because do I have to stay where I am to keep the wind going?
I would have to check your spell. I'm not sure. I don't think you do. Most spells, yeah, you want to link it again?
Yeah, hang on.
From you, each creature, any creature, so I think it keeps blasting from you.
Yeah, it says from you. So if you
can
move,
you can change the direction. I mean, you can move. It'll just keep blasting south, which will. It's like you have like a leaf blower on. It's going. So if you move,
I'll stay
it'll
where
just.
I am.
Okay, so you
I'll
stay
just
there.
do Cure Wounds from there, and just to keep everything not moving.
You'd have to do Healing Word because Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, that one.
Alright, so you can give yourself back a spell slot and she would gain 5. Alright.
Yeah. And that's it. I'm just like, I hope this helps!
Alright, this guy sees her coming. He's going to fire at her again. 7 would miss as she kind of deflects the arrow with her sword. Ha! Oh, wait. Did I do the wrong guy there? What did I just do? Oh, this guy. Okay, so this guy missed. Now this guy goes. I'll say he pulled out his sword. Sometimes I get confused by these markings. Alright, so now this guy goes. Now he's firing at her. Pew. Oh, crit.
Do they have to constantly make strength saving throws in the wind, or is it just a one-off?
They would have to constantly, although is that guy in range?
It's 60.
Oh, is it 60? I thought it was 30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
60.
Alright,
60.
so if it's 60, then yes, he would have to make another strength save. He would fail. So he goes flying back. Yeah, this guy crit Mia for
Did he attack?
12. No, Yunkadapi's for force movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, he crit Mia, she curses. That's it for him. This guy is gonna make his strength save. Nope. So push back even further. Nalo.
My turn again. Holy shit.
Yeah, most of the skeletons are dead. So
I will catch Eldritch Blast again.
Who are you
Um,
targeting?
I'll target this guy with one spell and this guy with one.
Alright, so they both have light cover. You have to click the
Do I need
attack.
to? I need to click the cast.
13 with cover, that would miss. 20 would hit though, dealing 2 to this one and that. Which one were you shooting at?
Second one was the lower guy down here.
Alright, so that would actually take him out. So you got exactly 2. That's it for you, right?
Yep, that'll be it for me.
Alright, so Mia's charging this one. Ah! She's gonna stab with her first short sword, striking him for. Ooh, that would shatter him. So that's 10, 20, 30, ends her turn. Tal.
Can I fail on purpose?
I think so. Yeah, you can automatically fail a saving throw.
So I get carried 15 feet down here,
Yep. In the wind tunnel.
and then move up a bit more, and booming mason.
Yeah, that would connect, doing 17 and shattering him.
I'm gonna move back up here. So how? I looked it up last time. I think my okay. So there's only 20 feet. I can move my spiritual weapon down here and
no,
missed it.
he would block it with his shield. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, Scurry. Oh wait, that's me. Scurry is gonna try to resist being pushed. Ah, what the? So he goes 15. He's gonna move 10 feet because it's difficult terrain to move against the wind, and he's going to attack. Yell, turn off the air! Let's see, rapier. Oh yeah, that would get him for 11. He is badly wounded. Ribbon, what do you want to do?
Hearing that muffled voice saying "turn and air,"
Turn it off! Turn it off!
I'm gonna stop casting Gust of Wind.
Alright, so you end your concentration, ending the spell.
And then I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the last hitting.
If you click on concentration on the chat, there's like a trash can that'll get rid of the mark. Yeah.
Right. And then I'm gonna do Guiding Bolt on the surviving, not dead, undead guy down there.
Yes, 16 would strike.
Then at level 1.
Alright, he shatters, and things go quiet as the last skeleton falls.
And I'm falling onto the ground as well, terrified.
I think that's it, right? Let me just double check. Dead. Dead.
How about we check? Can I do that? Holy shit.
Alright, so yeah. Things kind of quiet down as the fervor of battle subsides. What does the group want to do?
I'm gonna walk around with a knife, making sure everything is disconnected and not together and not gonna come back to life.
None of the bones are still moving. If you want to try to go manually disassemble them all, it's going to take a while.
Well, I'm gonna start doing that because I'm paranoid that they're gonna come back to life.
So Mia comes back in here and just sits down.
Maybe we should get out of here, block the door, and take a short rest.
Is everyone all right?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Does anyone have religion or alchemy?
I have religion.
So you know that skeletons have a magical essence that can be collected if they're destroyed. It'll take a while, but you could get some skeletal essence if you had something like glass or solid to put it in.
Someone have a vial or a box? I don't know. I have
I
a
still
belt pouch.
Don't look at me, Mia says. I don't need a bunch of vials on me.
I
I
haven't
have
got
that.
anything either.
I still have that alimony box, but it's full of demon essence.
Yeah, I have a belt pouch. Would that
Uh,
be enough?
so I mean, it's more like a dust. So a belt pouch wouldn't be ideal. I'd say you can use a belt pouch. You just lose some of the essence if you want to use one of your belt pouches.
I'm going to go and start collecting Minotaur heads.
All right. Well, there's 3 of those if you take the skeletons. Those weigh 5 pounds each if you're putting them in your inventory.
Yeah, they won't be there long, but yeah, I'm getting them.
All right. So you see, Riven has a bunch of Minotaur heads hanging from his backpack now. So what does the group want to do?
I need a rest and a drink.
Well,
The weapons.
the falling back might not be a bad idea if we want to rest, but we might want to check and see if they had anything valuable. He says, Scurry says, I saw several doors in these hallways.
Exploring further could be dangerous. If we run into more of them, we're kind of exhausted.
I agree. If I look at the weapons that the skeletons were using, do any of them look like usable, good condition, or are they all sort of like beat up?
Do you have history? They're definitely all
No.
beat up, and they actually are. They have like a strange style to them. Like they don't look like modern weapons. You guess these skeletons were down here for a long time. Yeah, none of the weaponry the skeletons have is. I mean, you could use it, but it's very low quality and would probably break after a couple of fights.
Mm.
It's mostly like rusted swords and pieces of swords, and the bows are falling apart.
Yeah. And it might be smart not to be selling rusted weapons on the market if we don't want
you
Blackwater to.
You don't think anyone would buy it anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go get a drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna collect as much essence as I can first.
Alright, so it's probably going to take you about half an hour to get the essence, because there's a lot of it. So we'll start with the Minotaurs. There's 3 of those, so that would be... Now, are you separating the Minotaur from the normal skeleton essence, or are you just mixing it?
I mean, do I think that's relevant?
It could be, if you needed Minotaur essence for anything, or skeleton Minotaur essence for anything, but it's not guaranteed that it'll matter.
Does anyone have a better container?
Sorry. We should definitely stock up on those, like, vials and whatnot.
Don't you have like an empty health potion vial or something?
No, I've not got anything. I've
No.
got a tinderbox. If
Does
that
anyone,
helps.
well, Mia says, does anyone have a healing potion? You could always drink one if we needed, but that seems like a waste.
I ain't got a healing
Still
potion.
waste.
Alright, so I guess for
You know
now,
what? I'm gonna empty out my water skin.
so generally you need that to drink. If you're not drinking, you get exhaustion.
I can share my
Town,
water skin.
I can get another one. I can just
I
like
guess if you're going back to town right away, then you'd be okay. But just over time, if you don't have a water skin, you would get exhaustion. So yeah, I mean, I guess that would be possible. So you're using a belt pouch and a water skin.
yeah.
All right, so you would collect 40 Minotaur essence, which would degrade down to 30 because of the container, and the so you get 30 Minotaur essence. And let's see how many skeletons are there. 6, 7, 10. There's quite a few. 12. 16, 17. Are there any skeletons hiding under any of you?
I think there's one below me.
Alright, so that's 20. So there's 20 of them. Now, actually, this is going to take a while to do, so give me a d20 roll for events. Let's see if anything happens while you're taking time to collect all this. 17. No, you're good. So you would get 20 times. What's the skeleton stat again? You would get another 25, which degrades down to 20 skeleton essence. So you get 20 more skeleton.
Okay.
Alright, so it is now about 1 o'clock. What does the group want to do? You're about halfway through a short rest because collecting the essence is not strenuous. So you've been here about half an hour.
I mean, since you've been here half an hour, nothing happened. I wanna cast a ritual. What's it? Comprehend languages.
Okay.
If that doesn't break the short rest, and
No, it doesn't.
and inspect like the doorways that had writing on them.
So there were a couple. This one, go ahead and click comprehend languages. But this one says North Hall. This one says teleportation and Southern Labs. And the outside door that you first came through says Halls of Tarsus.
Do I know who Tarsus was?
You have history?
Yes.
Give me a history check.
History.
So Tarsus was a dwarven general / holy man who existed within the 12th cycle. He was fairly famous for his prowess in battle. He died defending one of the cities from a large attack from barbarians. You're guessing this place may have been made in his honor at one point. Probably some kind of temple.
The other one was Halls of Teleportation, and
This one just said North Halls and Northeastern Labs.
yeah, looks like there's a laboratory down there, guys.
So
Guess what they were experimenting on?
Was this some kind of church or a laboratory or both?
Maybe both, maybe all. I don't know. I just know what this doorway says.
All right. Well, we've been here a while. Do we want to continue to rest, or shall we back off a bit?
I mean, do we want to do anything today down here?
I would like to go exploring, but I don't want to go exploring right now when I have nothing if something comes to kill us.
Mia says, "Well, I'm not really made for front lining, so as long as we don't get caught in the middle of a bunch of things, I can do a lot more from the back." Oh wait, how's Mia talk? I could do a lot more from the back.
Oh, I think she would love to be in the front, knowing her.
I should have bought myself a shield if I was going to be in front.
Oh yeah, you remind me of something. Riven, take this old shield of mine.
How heavy is it?
I mean, you can fly with it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Well, if he's encumbered, he would still be at half speed.
I'll just buy some armor in town because I was hoping to buy it before we went on another track. I just didn't realize we were doing it so soon.
Mia says, well, I'm still fairly healthy, so you're gonna finish the short rest here, or attempt
I think
to?
so, yeah.
All right, so an hour, another half hour passes. It's 2 o'clock. Go ahead and spend a short rest if you want to benefit from it. So you should have, what's your proficiency bonus? 3?
Yeah.
So yeah, you should have 3 short rests a day, so you can spend one of them if you want to Spend hit
So-
dice and regain resources. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm back up to full health.
Mia will spend a short rest.
I mean, I'm already full HP, so.
But I have no spells.
just
Well, why were you
recovering.
throwing so many spells around, Ribbon? She winks.
Well, I could.
Because he
Well,
would have
did you
died
want to die?
otherwise.
Sorry, what?
Did you want to die?
She says no.
Yeah.
I don't really want to fight all those things. So
No,
let's
so
see.
you're welcome.
She's gonna spend a short rest. So she's gonna use. How many hit dice does she have? 5. So she'll use 3. Oh, she feels much better. Yeah, so she's at full. Mia, that is. Scurry. Yeah, sure. He'll spend a short rest. So he's gonna spend. We'll say.
Oh, we actually get Bardic Inspiration back from
You
short
do,
rest.
Yes. So he does a
Nice.
short rest. He's gonna spend. What does he have? D8s. He'll spend a D8. 1 D8. So he gains back 2. So I'm feeling good enough to go on. I'm a little hurt, but not too bad. If we want to keep exploring.
Well, if we run into everything, it's all on you guys. I can't do jack all.
Yeah, I'd be down to just go back to the village. This place is spooky.
Scurry
As long as
nods.
it's undead we run into. I think I have a. Oh no, I don't have my exit plan. Never mind.
Scurry nods. He says, we're not on a time frame. Well, sort of a. Who's echoing me? Yeah, we're not on a time frame. Oh, it's Tal.
Oh, sorry.
We're not on a big time frame, so as long as we don't take too many days to do this, I don't think the
Here's the thing:
blood hand will care.
the dead bodies aren't going to reorder, go back to how many numbers there were. They're still with the same dent we've done, and we can come back and carry on looking and see where this leads because we need it to get into Blackwater's mansion anyway.
Could there be some kind of necromancer down here? Would he
Under
reanimate these?
Maybe
have
we
to
should burn them then. If we burn the bones or somehow make them otherwise unusable, then
We have to
That
take
would-
him with us. I'm not saying there is one. I'm just thinking out loud here.
No, because he'd
That's
have to be. If he was a necromancer, he'd have to be living down here, and someone will have seen him.
well, I actually don't know how necromancers work, but
Kind of works
You
where
might
you
be right.
casting the spell. Roughly, it works where you casting the spell.
All right.
He'd
Well,
have.
if you've used all your spells, you and Tal, then yeah, I think we should fall back.
I have one. I have one spell I can use again, so I can kill one thing potentially.
How are you?
I could-
How are you feeling, Tal?
I mean, I got a few back resting.
What about you? Who am I missing? Did I
Midget.
delete one of your tokens? I don't see.
well, it's been invisible for me for a while, but I'm Nalo, yeah.
So why don't you pull your token back on into the room? Because you would still be there.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Hey guys.
how about you, Nalo? How are your spells or your magic?
All my magic is still with me. I just wouldn't be able to heal nearly as well. Or
Mia
use
says,
my.
I still have a good amount of spells, so I could go on. And Scurry says, well, it sounds like 3 of you could use some more spells, so I'll leave it up to the group what you all think we should do. I'm good to go. I think Mia's good to go. It's the rest of you.
The two that aren't here are fine, and the rest of us are screwed.
Well, I think we
well,
definitely could go
they're
on,
short
but
rest
I'm
characters, rogues and rangers, so they got short rest stamina.
Fine. You want to go on, we'll go on. If we die, I'm haunting all of you. So, come on.
All right.
well, I want to go back and drink some mead and sleep the rest of the day out.
Well,
We'll explore the north.
he says, well, why don't we take a vote? Riven, do you want to stay or go?
I want to go.
Tal?
Oh, do I have to decide?
Yeah, you gotta decide. Do you want to keep exploring or should we fall back for now?
I don't know. Let's fall back.
Alright, so we got 2 for fallback. What about you, Nalo?
Um, well, I think we shouldn't spend too much more time down here, but I wouldn't be opposed to just walking ahead and making sure there aren't any open doors. Maybe we should close the doors here too before we leave.
You just said 2 different things. Do you want to stay or go?
I want to go.
Alright,
I just want to
so that's 3.
relax.
That's 3 for go. We can close the doors. Let's go. So the group is heading out.
Yeah, let's head out, but let's make sure we close the doors too. Do they close like
Sure,
shut?
you can close. Well, actually, one of them was destroyed, so one
Oh,
of them
I see.
can't close, the south one, but you can close the other one.
Well, let's close it then.
All right, so you head back into the Dwarven Barrows.
Oh, and while we're leaving, I just want to like put some like rations on the ground, see if like they'll be undisturbed when we come back or something. I don't know. Just something weird stuff. I'm just putting like a bit of food on the ground.
Okay. So the group heads back down the hallway. Neil is there waiting. He says, "Oh, you're back."
Yeah, there's a
that was.
fuck ton of skeletons in there.
He says, "Yeah, I was pretty sure there would be. When we first broke into that place, a bunch of undead started coming out, and we fell back. I'm guessing there was even more deeper in."
Yeah. What kind of undead that were
Well, I
you
wasn't
against?
here, but the first people who came in said there was a whole bunch of skeletons and zombies coming out in this area. So they fell back, and we're kind of picking them off as we fell back and as we found them down here, because they're kind of wandering the halls now, unfortunately. But yeah, it looked like a whole, like almost a battalion, like a whole group of undead are in this place.
Interesting.
Were you able to get any more information?
I don't know.
Find anything of value?
No, we just cleared out 2 hallways.
Says, wow, that's a start anyway. Good job. Buy you all a drink?
Sure.
Alright, so he lets you all get out and he starts hammering the barricade back up, closing the door, and the group is heading back to Chaur. I need a roll for events. D20, please. Alright, so luckily it's pretty quiet. As you're moving, you do encounter a couple of blood hand people moving through the halls down here who would just nod at you. Neil says, these tunnels, other than the undead, have been a great way to quietly move around the town.
Oh, that's nifty.
He nods.
Maybe
So-
we could
Go ahead.
learn some pathways
He says, yeah,
to move around here ourselves.
it's a bit of a maze. I've kind of memorized the way to get from the house up to the halls of Tarsus, but several of our guys have been trying to draw out maps. Not sure how successful they've been. Like I said, it's a whole thing down here. So you get back to the guild house tunnel. And come up through the basement area, or through the hatch area, I should say. Re-entering Chaur. It's probably about 2:30 at this point. What does the group want to do? Neil says, I'll probably be up at the Dark Water later. If you all are there, I'll buy you a drink.
That sounds lovely.
Right.
We
Before you
haven't been
go,
there
Neil,
before, huh?
before you go, Neil, three things. One, see how many Minotaur heads I've got? That's how many dates you owe me for nearly killing me in there. Right? Second.
What do you mean killing you? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you didn't tell us they were dead in there, did you? No, you kept down how many there were. You never told us there was a battalion.
Well,
Secondly,
alright.
carry on.
Yeah.
Secondly, the tunnels down there, do they lead out anywhere outside beyond the wall?
That I don't know. Like I said, we haven't explored all that great. It's kind of a maze down there. We've only really known about it for a few weeks.
Is there anyone who would know if they go outside beyond the wall?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of a secretive thing. I don't even know if the. I mean, maybe the government knows about it, but if they do, they haven't said anything. Who would know? I don't know. You could ask Cithril if she's had anyone scout it out. But I'm going to doubt that she has. Like I said, we've only been here a little bit.
I don't know what my third question was going to be, but when I think of it, I will ask you it. Thank you.
Fair
And
enough. He gives you a wink.
I'm giving him the skulls as well, because it's like, that's how many you owe me. And then, yeah, I'm walking out the room.
Alright. What about the rest of you? You doing anything? Just walking out?
And what can I use this essence for?
Essence can be refined to religious components, arcane components, or nature components, depending on which one. Undead essence can be refined into religious. So you can make them into religious components, which you can use to replace valued spell components, or they can be used in the creation of magical items.
And what would that refining process require?
You would have to know religion or alchemy, and you would need access to some sort of magic lab or alchemist kit. So it's a lot easier for an alchemist to do. You could probably go to like a religious shrine and use. They usually have like altars for creating incense and other religious components. Which there is a shrine in town to Paylor here, though usually they would expect some kind of donation to use their facility. You could also create one yourself, but you'd need a place for it, and it would cost a bit of money.
Yeah. Yeah. And selling it raw? Is that an option?
So you could try to sell components, though it's a very essences. You could try to sell them. It's very specialized, though. Like you'd probably like an alchemist might buy them, or like the church or a wizard. But it's not something that people generally just buy in a marketplace.
Okay. I mean, I am gonna check in with the wizard of the town, the one we met at.
Oh, was that
Remember the name? I don't remember. No, I remember the name.
Yeah, I think it was Doru you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna.
go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna ask him if he has any use for this.
All right. So you are heading to speak with Doru.
I'm going to go buy some armor.
All right.
I'm
So
proud of you.
is everyone kind of splitting up to do their own thing?
I'll go with Tal and then I'll go get armor after.
Oh, you want to get armor? I'm gonna give you my shield again, or offer you my shield again. It weighs 6 pounds.
No.
Try to fly with it.
I'll get armor. It just looks better for me. I can then cast it fine.
All right.
You can cast with her free hand.
I'll get armor.
Going
It's
into
fine.
combat without a shield is stupid.
I'm a spellcaster. It doesn't count.
I'll
It's
take your
different from the
shield if he doesn't want it.
Right. I take the
Mia
shield off
says.
Tal and then I give it to Mia. There you are.
Okay.
You've given me the shield. I've given it to her. We're good. I'm getting armor.
She nods.
Okay.
She says, "Just in case I have to take a whole hallway of skeletons again."
Yeah, if
she
only there was
casts the
someone using
shield.
all their spells to shatter them for you. Mm.
She says, I didn't say you weren't useful. Alright, so she
Yeah.
takes the shield. And I think how much weight can she carry? I think she's Goliath, so she has a special thing with the weight. Yeah, she's fine. She's also very strong. Alright, so yeah, she takes the shield, and, yeah, she's not going to equip it for now, so we'll turn that off. Alright, so the rest of, well, I guess the group as a whole heads to the market. So you can buy things at book price. You said you want to speak to Doru?
Yeah,
Alright, so you go
and ask him
over.
for if he wants the essence and what he would pay me for it.
Oh, hello again, Doru says as you come up to his stall. So he takes a look at the
I'm gonna wink at
essence.
him.
Says,
I'll
oh,
wink at him as he says that.
yes, hello there. Uh, let's see, what is this? Skeletal essence. Where did you get this?
I mean, there was a farm out of town which had some zombies in it, which borrowed me essence, and then we found some dwarven ruins.
Oh,
Don't ask.
oh, fair enough. Let's see, skeleton essence. Well, this could be very useful if refined into religious components, but if you don't want them, I could probably offer you some money for them. How much are you looking to sell?
I have 20 skeleton essence, 30 miniature skeleton essence, and 10 gold worth of zombie essence.
So that's 60. He says, I can offer you 20 gold pieces for all of it.
That sounds a bit low.
Says, well, I don't really have much use for it, but sometimes I do like to fashion it into components, and I can use those for some of my spells and research. He says,
I'm sorry.
there's.
I just think at that price I might as well try to refine them myself.
Says, oh, yes, if you can, that's definitely a good way to go about it. So, the components are worth much more than the essences generally, unless someone is trying to create some sort of specialized item and needs specialized essences like Minotaur essence.
What specialized items would that be, for example?
Well, I'm not much of a crafter, uh, not much of an artisan or artificer, but generally it depends on the magical item type. If you were, for example, trying to make some strength potions, a good base for them might be something strong like a Minotaur or Skeleton Minotaur essence, or something that enhanced strength, or maybe something that was meant for destroying walls, or it really depends on what the magic is doing. But depending on the magic, the base is often related to the effect, if that makes sense.
Is there anyone in town able to work such magics?
Oh no, you would probably have to head to High Guard or the capital. Uh, it's a nice place here, but we don't have many skilled arcanists or crafters.
Okay. Can I take a look around his shop? What is he selling?
He sells rare herbs. He more has a stall than a shop. But he sells rare herbs. He sells, it looks like he has a couple of potions that are marked as healing drafts. Um, and looks like alchemy supplies.
Okay. You don't happen to have any spell scrolls for sale, do you?
What spells were you looking for?
Mainly spells I don't know yet, so maybe you can surprise me?
He says, are you a wizard?"
I dabble a bit.
Hmm. All right. Well, I sup- I assume you have the basics. Read magic, detect magic, um, spells like that.
Of course.
So let's see. And he looks below, taking out several scrolls. Are you looking for low tier or higher tier magic? I don't.
Definitely lower tier.
All right.
Let's start with the lowest.
So he's looking through his stuff. What does he have? Do you have sleep?
No, I do not.
Well, I do have a sleep scroll here. I will say those scrolls are very expensive to make, and therefore I cannot sell them for cheap. In fact,
Yeah,
I've had all these for a long time because no one really has the gold to buy them. But
so can you give me a price and a list, and I will discuss with my group if there's anything useful I should learn.
certainly. Well, the sleep spell, I can sell you the scroll for 100 gold pieces. Let's see. What else would I have that you might like? Do you have Charm Person?
No?
Alright, so I could sell you that one for 100 as well. Those are both first sphere spells, so they're not all that complicated. What else do I have here? Do you have Chromatic Orb?
Also no. But
Uh,
I was looking for more of a protective nature. I heard of a mage armor spell.
yes, Mage Armor is a staple. I don't have a scroll of that, but I do have the spell in my spell book. If
So what would
you
it cost me to copy this? If you
uh,
let
if you were willing, let's see, copying the spell, I could give that to you for 50 gold pieces to copy it out of my spell book.
So and the ink and I would have to
Yes, you would
use
have to
myself
supply
here.
your own ink. I would just be
So
giving you.
that's 100 gold. Yeah, of course. I was just doing calculations in my head.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it'd be I think it's 50 gold per level plus one page in your spell book per level.
yeah.
And then you
I'm
have
gonna
to
turn to
roll
my
a
yeah.
d20 Arcana check. Or no, you wouldn't have to make the
No, I
Arcana
don't.
check because it's
Yeah,
book to book. Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna discuss this with my party if it's something we really need. I don't really need it myself, but I think several here could use this
Oh
if I cast
yes,
it on them.
of course. Now can you cast Mage Armor on other people?
Yes, it's a touch
I
spell.
thought it was just self, but
Wait,
I might be wrong.
mage armor. Let's look it up. Yeah, range touch. A willing creature who isn't wearing armor.
Okay, so it's not self. Okay, it's just touch. All right. So yeah, he says, yes, just get back to me and let me know.
Yeah, sure.
So what about Riven? What's Riven doing while all
Uh,
this is happening? You said you're buying armor.
I'll, I'm gonna look for if there's anywhere that does like armor type, anything armorish, like an armor, like body armor and that stuff.
So do you have proficiency in any armors?
With the cleric thing, I've got
Oh, you have cleric.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, but
Uh,
I'm just looking for light. I'm just looking for the light so I can still fly.
yeah. So there is a leather worker in town,
Yeah, not that one.
who has some light armors in his possession. He's got skins like hide armor. He's got actual leather armor, and he has studded leather armor, which is the fanciest piece that he has. So you could buy it at book price if you want to buy studded leather. And actually, any of
So,
you could buy any normal items at book price in the market. So if you want, like,
what's the
Oh, I'm definitely gonna buy a water skin.
okay, you could also
what's
buy
the
like vials for like if you want to get essences in the future, you could buy a bunch of potion bottles or whatever.
what's the armor class for the studded leather?
Studded leather, I want to say is 12, but let me look it up. Let's see. Studded leather armor is AC 12, so it would give you 2 points of AC.
Yeah, but then I could use spell, which would up it to like 17. Shield spell.
Yeah, and if you got mage armor, that would be pretty. Well, then you couldn't use the studded leather, but
Yeah, mage
um,
armor would be 13. I think we should discuss this as a group. I think Scurry, Nello, and Riven could all use it. But that's also 3 of my spell slots, if you
Yeah,
want to
and
do that
that does only last for 8 hours,
only.
which is not bad. But if you, it just means it will go like morning till mid afternoon.
I can actually use cast spell armor, mage armor. What the hell?
Yeah, you could. If
So
you
I can
are you a
If
wizard?
you
if you
level up.
no, it's the sorcerer spell.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you'd have to level up. You couldn't get it from a spell book, but you'd have to learn how to do that.
Can't you learn it like when you do the rest, like you swap spells in and out, or is
No,
it just
no.
oh, okay?
You as a wizard, you can do that. A sorcerer, you are stuck with your spells. I think. I don't. Well, can you change them when you level up? I think you can. You can change a couple.
You can do when you level up. I just couldn't remember if you can change them when you sleep, like change like over a day stuff.
That's a wizard thing. A wizard can change his spells from his spell book by
Yeah.
studying new ones, but a sorcerer, his magic is innate, and he just has the ones that he has. They don't change. But he gets
Um,
more spell slots, I believe, is the trade off.
No, he has the same spell slots.
Well, he has the sorcery points, so he can make more spell slots, or he can change the
Yes.
spells to make them
But
more.
sorcery points are equivalent to arcane recovery if you use it that way.
Yeah, yeah. So at higher levels, I think, and depending on your subclass, you can do other things with the sorcery points too. But anyway, yeah. So you can't actually change the spells though as a sorcerer.
Yeah.
when you level up, can you only change one spell every time you level up, or
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. I mean, I'd have to look under
okay?
sorcerer, but their big thing, I think, is altering their spells to make them more powerful as well with the sorcery points. But in any case, what does everyone want to do? Ribbon,
I'm
you
gonna
said
buy
you're
the leather armor.
all right. So you can
The
just use the book price.
okay,
Uh,
which I think I've got to try to find that now.
what
Uh,
about Nalo?
Um, I'm gonna be sort of on the side of the word, outside of Darkwater, drinking um maybe like lemonade, but I'll chill it with my prestidigination.
All right. So Nalo is just sort of relaxing at the dark water inn.
I'm chilling.
All right.
Not
Uh,
inside of it, but like outside. It's nice out,
all right.
I assume.
You'd probably have some people approaching you to talk to you, being that your group is somewhat popular in town now.
All right. I'll
So
just
yeah, go ahead.
oh, if people are talking to me, I'll, sort of chat idly, be friendly.
Yeah. So yeah, a little crowd develops near you. So what's everyone doing today? Are we just passing time? Do we want to go back down?
right. Uh, well, I can't because I've got no spells.
Yeah. So how much are those supplies? And
Uh,
what is
so it would be book price. I can look it up if you want. Let me see. So a vial. How much is a vial? I think you could also buy a bottle. But a vial in the equipment section costs 1 gold piece. They can each hold 4 ounces of liquid. But I think actually a bottle might be cheaper because that seems expensive. Vial might be more for like alchemical things.
Bottle is 2 gold pieces.
Oh, never mind. Bottles are even more expensive.
But they hold more.
Yeah, I guess they hold more. So yeah, you can buy either of those as a good container for alchemical supplies.
I'm gonna buy 2 empty vials.
Okay.
And a water skin. Water skin is how much?
Water skin.
Oh wait, it's just 0.2 gold pieces. Dude, just buy like a bajillion water skins, bro.
Yeah, water skin is
Okay.
cheaper. 2 silver.
Although it has a weight, which the vial technically does not.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna take the vials, and we lose something if you use the water skins.
Yeah, the water skin isn't
Sure.
ideal for holding essence because it's like leathery and it kind of gets all stuck and weird inside there. So,
Yeah.
but
Just drink it easy. No, I'm
just
joking.
drink your skeleton essence. It's like a milkshake. It's like protein shake. Just
It,
yeah.
yeah.
I heard it enhances strength.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Watched it on TV. He drinks skeletons. All right, so we're at 1 o'clock. Why don't we take almost 1 o'clock. Why don't we take a 5-minute break for a stretch and restroom, and then come back and continue?
All right.
Definitely.
All right, 1 moment.
Other armor.
Mm.
All right, I'm back.
I'm back.
Alright, so we're playing and pass the day in town?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Nalo's sort of hanging out at Darkwater, right? Is he doing anything else? Or wait, is he not back yet?
No.
Alright, I'm here.
What's
What's up, gamers?
Did you have any other plans for the day? Or are you just hanging out at the Darkwater Inn?
Me? Oh, I'm just chilling, so unless someone else comes along.
After that, I'll go. I've got my armor. Have I? Have I? Did I? Yeah. I'll go to the pub.
Alright, so if you are just talking to people, give me a persuasion check.
So you want to wait? Say again?
Give me a persuasion check.
Wait, who are you persuading?
You said you were talking to people, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just sort of, if someone comes up to me, I'll be amiable and chat back with them.
Alright. So you spend the day talking to people. With a 16, you would make a contact who you can use to possibly gain information in the future. So you could put that as a resource.
Nice.
What?
Another one.
Yeah. So if you, I don't know if you had one already, but now you
From the Iron Tide, but yeah.
All right. So yeah, now you have one here.
Sheesh.
Tal, what are you doing for the day?
Well, just chilling,
All right.
sitting in the tavern, watching people.
All right. So just hanging out. Give me a persuasion check. Talking to people. Okay. Yeah, so you just hang out, talk to people. It's pretty uneventful. What about Riven? Are you doing anything in particular today?
I'm going to go and buy a bag of holding to put all my shit in.
Yeah, where are you going to buy a bag of holding?
I know that's what I'm going to go and ask someone.
You could ask around, but people don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's yay useful. Right.
If you want, you
So-
can give me a, I guess, persuasion. If you're
Okay.
trying to find out information on a bag of holding. So yeah, most people have no idea what a bag of holding is. Doru, who is kind of like one of the only magically inclined people in the town, if you ask him, will say bags of holding are extremely rare. You could probably find one in a city if you knew an artisan, and it would probably cost you several hundred gold pieces. If they were even willing to sell it. Most magical items are only traded. They don't sell them because they are extremely rare.
Thank you. And then, what am I going to do then? I
If
did
it's
have-
about to rob me, holy.
Just go steal it.
Chloroform. No. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go walk outside the north. I'm going to go out the north exit to this town. Whatever. And then I'm going to walk 5 minutes into the trees, and then I'm going to fly 120, 130 feet up into the air.
Alright.
I have a plan. Roughly, then I'm going to turn around, fly over Blackwater's mansion, and I'm going to cast Fog Cloud just over one of the towers that Tal said was giving off like waves of magic. So I want to find something out.
You mean the magical aura that he saw?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
I
was
wanna see if
on. Those were on the four corners of his stone wall, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, not like the towers, just the wall as you walk in.
Yeah, the outer wall, the four corners of it. He saw magical auras coming from something which he believed was built into the stone.
Oh no, then it don't. Nope, then I won't do any of that because it won't make a difference. No, I'll just go to pub then.
Alright, so you go to the pub. Everyone is drinking. What's the highest perception check in the party?
17 passive.
Okay. So you all are drinking. As you are kind of getting getting some beers, you would go to check. Are you just buying beers? I assume from like the party gold for the group, or are people just buying with their own money?
Party gold. Scurry's not here. Let's spend it.
No,
Somebody's
I'll
very
spend my
upset.
own.
All right, let me check something.
Is that like a gold piece?
No, you don't have to worry about it till the end of the day. On the
I see.
upkeep. So
Because right now we're living moderately, I believe.
yeah, I think you're doing the 1 gold piece per day upkeep.
Yeah.
How much gold do you have now, though?
I have 9
9.
on me. Yeah.
Is everyone in the party poor right now?
Nope, I'm not. I got
I
25.
have 6, 8 now.
All right. So, Riven, while you are buying drinks, you would notice that 10 of your gold pieces is missing.
Do I have any idea when it went missing?
You thought you had it 20 minutes ago. So go ahead,
Right.
minus 10 gold pieces as you look
Yep.
around. Look around suspiciously.
I'm about to kill everyone.
Just drops a shatter in the middle of the bar. Ah!
Right.
Fairies lost it.
Did I ever actually have it to begin with, to be honest? Right.
That's true. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Riven starts questioning himself.
It seems someone has stolen
I
some
am
money from
going
you.
to Thunderclap, which is a cantrip, so it's fine. Not doing a spell slot.
Wait, what are
Ayo?
you doing?
Ayo?
I'm
Ayo?
gonna cast Thunderclap, and I'm gonna lose my shit because someone took my gold.
Are you
Oh.
casting it on someone?
So I'm like casting it like just above me, just to be dramatic and cause
So
like.
okay, so you're not actually trying
I'm
to
not
hurt
targeting
somebody.
it. No. Just
Alright,
above me
so
to get it.
you all see Riven sort of looking in his belt pouch, and suddenly there's a huge explosion of sound above you. People start screaming and running out of the tavern. Ah! It's like they have
I'm
no
gonna
idea why a thunderbolt just went off in the tavern. The bartender
they're
ducks
flying up
under the bar.
about 5. I'm gonna fly up about a couple of feet. I'm gonna say, "Give me back my gold now, or I'm killing someone."
Everyone ran. So the bar is empty, but the 3 of you right now. And
What the fuck? Calm down. What's up?
Yeah,
We're
I'm
meant to
gonna.
be their
I'm gonna
their
try.
heroes, and they've just stole from me. They either give it me back, or I kill every single one of them.
I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab Riven by his feet and pull him down to the ground level and bring him back to the table
Alright,
and
so
like pat him on the back.
pretty much
I want.
everyone fled. The tavern keeper comes running back. He's like, "What's going on?" Julian Harwick, who I think
I mean, like, I just got stolen in your bar, so I want my. I want 5 gold. I want my 10 gold back, or I'm going to kill someone.
No, the,
No,
No,
he's
yes, I
not.
am. No, I am.
he's like,
behind his
I'm really
behind his
sorry
back.
about that, but I can't really help you. I mean, I
Right.
don't really know who
That's
stole
it.
your.
I'm off to kill someone.
Alright, so what are you
um.
doing?
I'm gonna grapple
I'm gonna
Riven
walk
and
out.
pull him out of the bar.
Alright,
Thanks, I
so
was going out anyway.
So as you all are walking out of the tavern, several of the guards come running up. They're like, "What's going on? I heard there was a commotion in the bar."
Yes, just the people I wanted to see. I have been robbed.
Oh,
We don't know who it is. It's fine. This
No,
is
it's not. I have been robbed. We are your heroes. We saved your townspeople from being enslaved and taken away, and they have decided to rob me of 10 gold. So
Uh,
find the.
Give me a persuasion check. I'll say at disadvantage because you're kind of yelling at them now.
How do you
Oh
do
wait, are you
disadvantage?
trying to persuade or intimidate?
Persuade, not intimidate.
So if you just roll, it should do 2 rolls, and you could take the higher one.
Okay.
All right. So he says, "We heard there was some kind of commotion. There was an explosion. Is everything okay in there?"
No, I
Those
was
just
robbed. Were
sound.
you not listening?
Uh, was the explosion you being robbed?
No, the explosion happened after I got robbed.
So,
It was just noise. He was needlessly angry and
I,
surprised. We apologize
I,
for the
my gold
unrest.
pouch has an alarm system so that when people take out and it's not me, it goes off. So I know someone stole it.
so Nalo, give me a
Yeah,
persuasion check as you're trying to calm things down.
yeah. I'm just frantically
All right.
trying to make sure
So,
everyone's
yeah,
chill.
the guards seem a little bit concerned, but you're assuring them everything's fine. The guard, he says, "Do you know who took your things, or what was stolen exactly?"
10 gold.
Yeah.
Oh
Although
my, that's quite a bit
Mm.
actually. Um, did you see who took it?
no, but they must have been quite skilled to steal from Riven. And Riven, was that all your gold, or?
Well,
Yes,
I'm
that was all my gold.
I'm sorry to hear that, friend. If you have any information about who took the gold, we can certainly look into it. But and one of the villagers who's nearby yells, "The small one! He made the explosion!" And the
Okay.
guard.
Can we just keep this a bit quiet? Can you guys keep out an ear? If anyone is spending more money than he should have, let us know maybe.
Well, it's sort of difficult to track that, I'd imagine.
Well, 10 gold is a pretty substantial amount. We can definitely look out for strange people in the market with large amounts that maybe they shouldn't have, but it's unlikely we'll be able to identify who stole it just from that. But
Yeah, of course. It's just I know this is a long shot, and we're fine with that.
We are not fine with that. I am very annoyed.
Yeah. Be quiet. You made enough noise. Let's just do
I'll
our
make more
best
noise.
and see
I
what
will
comes
make
of it.
more. I will make more noise.
well, if that yeah, could you please refrain from making explosions within the tavern?
If you refrain from your citizens stealing me, then I will.
I can't
Relax, Riven,
really
relax.
promise that no one is ever going to steal from you, friend.
And I can't promise I will not make more noise. And I walk off.
Alright, so the guard looks to Nalo and he says, if you could please keep him from making more trouble. I do realize that you all have helped us quite a bit with what happened here in town. So, of course, I'm not going to arrest you or anything, but doing magic like that could be dangerous for you if there was some
Yes.
if there was some sort of Crimson Blade in town or one of the Phoenix Guild enforcers, which luckily there probably aren't, because I mean we're out in the
Course.
borders. But
And I understand you're just doing your job, and I don't want to keep you from doing that. So, by all means, um, if you need to inflict some punishment upon Riven, it would be more than welcome. And I'd like to just
oh no, that's fine. Like I said, you all have done quite a bit for our town. I'm sure this was just a one-time thing.
Are
No
you
one
sure
need,
he could really use it?
the guard maybe laughs a little and says, well, if he continues, we might have to do something about it, but this one time, I think it's fine.
and I'll just hand him 10 copper pieces for his good work,
His troubles, alright.
his
He
troubles.
thanks you, and he says, alright, well, stay safe, all of you, and again, thank you for all you've done for us. Alright, so what are you doing exactly, Riven? You're just flying around
I'm
angry?
no, I'm gonna yes and no. I'm gonna walk out one of the gates, and then I'm gonna fly around the whole town to see if I can see any like holes or caves which might actually be an exit beyond the wall from the tunnels that are underground.
So you're just kind of
Makes sense.
searching around the outside of
Yeah,
town, flying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm flying like a bit off, but yeah.
Give me. So I'll say you spend several hours doing this. What about the rest of you? Are you just continuing to hang out?
I would actually
It's
like
probably getting
to.
close to evening at this point, so it's probably like
Yeah.
5-ish.
So did people like eventually start coming back to the inn or?
At this point, it's kind of empty, but we'll say maybe like a half hour later, people start coming back in. Julian seems a bit upset. He comes to you guys and says, "Hey, I know you guys you've done quite a bit for our town, but can you please keep your friend from, scaring off all my patrons like that?"
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah, we are
Um,
trying, but he's kind of impulsive.
He nods and says, "All right, well, as long as it doesn't keep happening." But yeah,
Um,
people would start coming back in. Go ahead.
I'll go inside and I'll actually try my hand at magic. Could I like perform like tricks using sleight of hand?
Do you have performance?
Um,
'Cause I know
you mean like
performance
the
is skill.
performance as the skill? No, but I have sleight of hand. Like, I have like a 19 passive sleight of hand. So could I do like tricks with the card deck?
Yeah, sure. So you're just like talking to random people and doing some card tricks.
Yeah, and maybe even for like Julian. Because I feel bad.
All right. Well,
Maybe I'll try to
Julian.
talk to him.
Yeah, that's fine. Julian's kind of up at the front desk, but if you want, you can talk to him a bit. It's not really going to be any more rolls because you used most of the day for talking and persuasion, but you could say you
Oh, of
talked to
course.
him a bit. What about Tal? You doing anything?
I'm just gonna
Hang out more?
be outside of the tavern and calming people down, like telling them that he's gone and won't do it again in the near future.
First there was dragon attacks, now there's thunderclaps in the middle of the bar.
Yeah.
Riven's up to no good. Riven, give me a perception check as you kind of fly around the town looking for caves and such. Alright, so I'm going to say the rest of the day passes. Riven, you're not really able to find much outside of town of use. It's a pretty big area, so I mean, given time you might find something, but just for a few hours of searching, you don't get anything.
Okay.
So the day is going to pass. It is now the 16th of autumn. Spend your gold piece upkeep for living, modestly. 16th of autumn, 7 a.m. What do you all want to do? It's a new day.
Does that count for a long rest to get the
Yes,
spell
that would be
back?
that would be a long rest. So you can also take a long rest. Nothing happens. In the evening.
Okay.
I just want my spells back. Good, now I can go kill people.
Yep. You feel
Okay.
your magic returning as a new day dawns.
Well,
So,
I
did the group
Can we,
stay at the Darkwater or the Maplewood for that evening?
Maplewood. That's where
I
our
went.
rooms.
I
are.
went to stay at Darkwater because of Neil.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
So you
Not
probably
bad.
hung out with Neil in the evening. He's around there. Yeah, definitely Neil and the Blood Hand are at the Darkwater more, whereas Blackwater's people tend to hang out at the Maplewood. So you could say you spent the evening like talking with Neil, having some drinks, hanging out.
Well, he owes me 3 dates, so yeah.
Yeah.
And I remind him of that.
So
Right.
yeah, you guys all hung out in the evening. So it's a new morning. You're all in the Maplewood. You would see Scurry and Mia downstairs eating breakfast. Scurry says, "Morning, all of you. Feeling more
Morning.
magically inclined today?"
Yep.
Yeah, but
Ready to
hold
head
that
out?
thought. Hold that thought, because I'm going to book the room out from his private room from the guy who owns the Maplewood one.
You're gonna what?
You know the private room he has?
Oh, yeah, you want to rent that out again?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a gold piece if you want to rent it out for the day.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, so you pay him gold, he gives you the key, and you can all go there. That's fine.
Come on, everyone. Ready?
Why are we renting a room? Do we need to talk about something?
Yes, I have a plan.
Alright,
Okay.
apparently the fairy has a plan.
Yes, it's good.
Alright, so you
I
go
think-
into the private room. Inside, what are you gonna do?
Firstly, I'm going to go and say, look, I'm sorry about yesterday. I slightly overreacted.
What, when you
And
blew
that-
up the Darkwater Inn with your thunder?
I didn't blow it up. It's still there. I just happened to make a little louder noise, and I'm sorry.
Alright, is that why you rented this room out?
Oh God, no! To apologise, I wouldn't rent a room out. So here's the thing. Blackwater offered us his 50 men, if I remember correctly, to go with us to fight the Erdal when we went there, right?
Well,
Yeah.
So, I have an idea. We agree to take his men, but we set up an ambush with Erdal and the Blood Hand, and we
oh,
killed 50 men, so it reduces his numbers that are in his mansion. And then-
whoa.
I
I don't like the idea of murdering the
cash
hired.
numbers low.
That is a lot of killing. I mean, I suppose we did kill a bunch of hobgoblins, but I feel like...
Also, we're going to kill... When we storm the mansion to get his ring, we're going to have to kill that many anyway. We might as well...
We don't
this
actually
point-
know if we're going to be fighting, though. Cithril said there was a possibility that we could just steal the ring.
Yeah, in an ideal
Yeah.
world, we don't kill anyone.
In an ideal world, I wouldn't have got robbed yesterday, but we don't live in that.
And
It's just an idea. It was just an
there's-
idea that we could
you know,
Although...
do that.
there's a
Do that.
difference.
Go ahead.
There's a difference between setting an ambush to murder people and, fighting them after,
You're planning to kill them either way. If you're coming up from under the floorboards in their house, or you're setting an ambush to reduce the numbers you're going to have to fight later on,
Well,
you're
the-
planning to
Why would they be
kill them
guarding the
either way.
floorboards?
There could be some wisdom in what he's saying there. If we do get the guards outside of town when we attack the mansion, they'll be away, so that'll reduce his forces. So
That's true.
That's not a completely bad plan. Although, yeah, killing all of them, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Those
I
are
also thought
If we get his guard out,
those are
then
Empire.
it's gonna be us asking him, and then he definitely
Oh.
knows it was us who stole from him.
Well, yeah,
not necessarily. If we, ask for help and take some of his men and leave, and then have Cithril steal the weapon while we're out, it'll seem
Yeah,
like the
and
Blood
then
Hand
have a change of heart and not attack the Blood Hand. What? I don't see this going well.
if we ask him to borrow the men and then we go to try and find them, heck, maybe we go tell Erdal before we turn up. He clears out where he's staying at the minute. We turn up, no one's there, and we just say they're not here, they must have moved off, and we try and find them for about a day or two, fail drastically, and then come back and he's already been robbed.
well, that does seem a bit troublesome to move. The hobgoblins sort of made up a semi-permanent
We lead them
residence.
somewhere where the hobgoblins aren't, and we pretend that's theirs.
They already know where the hobgoblins are. I mean, we could tell them to clear out and move to the ruins that the 3 items open.
Although
just
the ruins
looking-
are dangerous, no?
I mean, if they just camp at the entrance or something.
Or we take Blackwater's men to the ruins and then they all get killed there, and we don't kill them.
So as you're talking, the room window opens up, and Iara climbs in. Jesus, fucking sunlight. How are we doing? She smiles.
We haven't spoken in a while. We should probably talk.
She says, "Yeah, I was watching you all last night. I finally figured out where you were. So I saw you in the inn. I snuck in. So hopefully no one saw me. What are we
I
talking
doubt
about?"
it.
Yeah, no wonder you didn't find us during the day. We were underground clearing a back entrance into Blackwater's mansion.
Oh, and what's that all about? So I
Uh,
assume you would
Well,
explain to her what the plan has been with the blood hand.
yes. Ideally, we would get the blood hand a 33%, which, well, I guess we've agreed that they would get that anyway. So
We haven't
hopefully,
we haven't agreed. They insisted, but we didn't guarantee them anything.
we said we would guarantee our best to try and get it to
Hmm.
them.
That's going to be a hard
And
sell. I know that Orcard was annoyed with both Blackwater and the Blood Hand, but maybe. I mean, it is in our best interest to have more people if we're going to go to Issyk. It is quite a dangerous place.
I wouldn't blame you for cutting them out. I'm not very fond of them.
Oh, the Blood Hand? I don't. I mean, it's just thief organizations can be useful. I have no prejudice for or against them. So I have no care if you want to include them, but Orcard's going to be a harder sell. He is already agreed to split the vault's earnings with you.
yes, and if need be, we might have to split our earnings solely with the blood hand, which would leave us with a very small percentage. But
She
ideally,
nods and she
we'd
says, "Oh well, if you're going to split your half with the Blood Hand, I think that would be an easier sell because then Orcard doesn't lose anything."
They didn't agree to that. Well, they were
we didn't
quite
agree to that. But
insistent. I mean,
it's one of the things that
the
we are.
Bloodhound was quite insistent that that would be enough.
Oh, so what? So I guess what's your plan then? Do you intend to betray them, or
No, we don't intend to betray them for the time being. They seem
We can do
trustworthy
our
enough.
we can do our best with what's his name? The
Neil?
Hobgoblin.
Oh, Orcard.
Adil?
Yeah, we can do our best with Orcard, but
Adil.
well, like I said, I wouldn't be sad if it doesn't work out and we end up working without them in the end.
Well, when at the end of the day, the Blood Hand are going to expect payment, and they are a fairly powerful organization. So I would be careful turning on both the Blood Hand and Blackwater, at least at the same time. That could prove to be quite dangerous.
How many men does Orcard have with him right now?
Last count, I believe we still have about 200 troops.
With you where you're at right now?
Says, well, not including me. I'm more of a private contractor. I'm not part of the Iron Tide.
Do you think Orcard and his men could take out 50 of Blackwater's mercenaries who have all got enchanted armor and weapons?
Wait, are we talking mercenaries or soldiers?
He's
Mercenaries,
paying.
I mean, if these are skilled mercenaries, that would be much more difficult. If they're soldiers, then certainly it would be costly, but we could do it.
Me, if I say this, but having fought hobgoblins and looking at those armored men that he has in his employ, I would place my bet on Blackwater.
As
So
well,
how about we just carry on?
you've mostly been fighting the soldiers of the Iron Tide. You hadn't fought any of the generals. Most of
And how
them
about we
were
just
No,
inside the mine.
we fought one general.
Yeah,
Forget his name.
I think the soldiers still make up the bulk of your army, right?
Says mercenary wise, so we have, well, they have captains, generals. They have what else do we have? Hang on, I got it here. We have. Oh, that's not it. Humanoids. We have. So we have our orcs, which the orcs and the hobgoblin soldiers are definitely the bulk of our troop. But they also have captains who are more skilled with the great swords. They have the Iron Shadows, which are much more skilled in trickery and illusion. We also have 2 warlords and several devastators, which are more on the level with your mercenaries. I don't believe you fought any of our warlords. There are only 3, including Orcard, but there are quite a few captains.
Then we have
Yeah.
2 options, I think. Either we ask
Now,
Orchard if we can use some of his men to assault Blackwater's mansion, or we
Well,
or we
well,
lead Blackwater's mercenaries to Orchard's hideout and then just let them kill each other. And whoever wins.
so is Blackwater offering you his mercenaries or his soldiers?
He's offering us to borrow 50 of his
men. He just
mercenaries.
said men,
Okay,
I
because
believe.
I doubt he has 50 highly trained mercenaries. That's quite a high number. If he does, then yes, they would probably, if they were all skilled, if they were all skilled mercenaries, they could possibly take out 200 of our people. But we also have our own mercenaries.
But they all have enchanted weapons and armor as well. So even if they're
All,
average soldiers,
at least the one I saw. Probably not all of them.
well, I think we saw a load of them with enchanted stuff.
Well, it would depend. I mean, we have some people with enchantments and magical weaponry, but definitely not many. Um, it would definitely be costly if I can avoid, or I would guess that Orcard would want to avoid a direct confrontation if possible.
So we could
And
just play both sides against each other and then
well,
it's less numbers.
we don't want bloodshed if we can avoid it. At least I don't want bloodshed, and I believe the Bloodhand has a pretty good plan with securing the dagger. So once you've secured the dagger, unless Blackwater is angry enough that he'd be willing to march on us, then that'll be that.
But we still got to get through all the men he's got in his house, and this is
Well,
just reducing the numbers.
with the element of
That's why
surprise, we
that's
might
why
be
we
able
go in
to.
from the bottom, so we don't have to fight through everyone.
But we
Yeah.
will probably still have to fight people because someone will cause the alarm, which will get
So
everyone to defend.
Riven, have you? I know you say you saw quite a few men with enchanted stuff. Have you been scouting Blackwater's estate?
I scouted a little. They've got I don't know if they've got any enchanted stuff. I know they've got an elven scholar who could be a wizard. They've got a cleric, and then we've got the guy he's got a fascination with magic stuff. So I'm going to go with
Did you say an elven scholar?
Yes.
What did this person look like?
Lyra.
Do you know what type of
She's no. All I know is that she's from the northern elf city, and she's got brown hair. Her name's Lyra.
Well, I don't know her personally, but do you know if she's a forest or a high elf? A wood elf or a high elf? I'm guessing.
How would I know that?
I guess that if she's a scholar, it's probably a high elf, but it's interesting. All right. So he has.
Why is it?
Give me a persuasion check if you ask her that.
Okay. Right. Let's try and pray.
Well, I just wouldn't expect Blackwater to be working with any of the elves from the north. His family is not on the best terms with a lot of the elven cities. I wonder if this Lyra is a personal friend or some kind of acquaintance.
Or could she be someone kicked out of the city who's looking for favor?
Possibly. There could be multiple reasons. It's just surprising to me from what I know of Blackwater and his associations.
Maybe he
his
values,
family's associations.
unless he values magic talent over everything else.
Wouldn't surprise me. So anyway, you say he has a wizard. What else do you know for sure?
The cleric, because the cleric came and spoke to Scurry, so he's got them, and he's at least got. He has some enchanted items on him, and one of his guards has enchanted items, and I'm guessing he's give it to some of the other higher level guards if he's give it to them.
Uh, who saw the cleric?
He came and spoke to Scurry when he asked him to come and join. When he asked him to come and see Blackwater.
Damn, that's the first time I hear about it.
No, I'm
What,
sure.
what
I'm
was
sure.
the cleric of? Which god?
Oh, he never said that. He just said he was a cleric.
What was he wearing?
Did he? Yeah, yeah. What was he wearing?
I
And
can't remember.
did he
I
give
mean,
you?
I'm asking Scurry.
Oh, Scurry.
Yeah, Scurry.
What was he wearing? Well, I think he was. Doru mentioned he had paler symbols. What the fuck was his name?
Like, kind of look disgusted.
He says. I think.
Or wait, Palor, not the one. Palor, a switch god. Or what?
You know, the one everyone in these
Ah.
towns worship, Palor. As for his name, what was his name? His name was.
Oh no.
His name was Gregory Duvall, I think. Give me religious knowledge, those who have it. You might know something. Father Duvall or Knight Duvall. Yes, Tal, you have heard of Gregory Duvall. He is one of the more famous devout kind of paladins slash clerics from the capital. He's well known in those parts. You're kind of surprised that he'd be up here working for Blackwater. No, Riven. Well, no, it would be Tal with religion. Yeah. So you know he's a fairly skilled, like I said, servant to Palor. Mechanically, he's around level 12.
So basically, we try and fight. I'm assuming the sort that elven girls are at least a same level-ish wizard. So if we try and fight
I
them,
mean, there's no way to assume what her level is unless you know who she is. But yeah, Tal would know of Father Duval
but
from
I'm
his.
guessing she's powerful, is what.
Yeah, I mean, power levels can definitely vary, but wizards are fairly rare. It's hard to say just because Gregory is the famous paladin that this Lyra is also a powerful wizard, but she could be.
I'd rather say she's powerful and not be than not, and she is.
Yeah.
Just me.
Although I'm,
She was
think-
reading. I got the impression she was more of a student.
Possibly, IRA says. So, I guess, are we planning, or do you wish to actually bring the Blood Hand in as an ally, or are you more using them for the time being?
well,
Because if we want to bring them in as an ally, we should probably, or I should probably go speak with Orcard and make sure this is going to work.
yes, that would be good if you go speak to him. And
And is your group agreeing to pay them half of your share, or are you trying to cut them in equally?
We'll leave that bit and see how we can swing it.
So she says, well,
Yeah.
that's kind of an important detail.
it is very important, and I'd like you to
And
ask Orcard if it's possible for him to do that. We'd be very grateful for it.
That would be a harder ask. I mean, I don't really. I'm not the best at skilled negotiation. I could go ask him. I can almost guarantee he's going to say no, unless you all are willing to pay half of your share. Or maybe next time you speak to him, you might be able to convince him. I don't know.
definitely
Tell him
insisted
we'll-
on 33%.
He says, you know, if you do get the ring or the amulet, you will definitely be in a better position to bargain that sort of thing.
Tell him we're working with the Blood Hand, and then we'll negotiate after we've got the ring.
And she nods. She says, "I'm certain. Well, the Blood Hand will probably be quite angry if you don't pay them. But for now, yes, they could be useful allies. I mean, they, for all we know, are planning to betray us or you all. So,
Well,
do they know about Orcard not actually being defeated?
No, they think he is.
All right. Well, that could be advantageous then. All right. Well, it sounds like you all have a lot to think about and to do, but is well. All right. Yeah. So, I will be around town. I'll probably see you all tonight in this inn if you're around.
Do you want to come with us and look at this back entrance, Blackwater's Manor?
Clear what?
Yeah, clear out these
Clear the-
ruins under Blackwater's estate.
In
There
the
are-
Burrows? I mean, not particularly. I actually had some intrigue, some political things I needed to look into around town. But
Interesting.
if you think you need help, I can maybe make some time for that.
I think we'll
what
be
are
fine.
these things you're killing?
Skeletons and undead.
Do you know
There
how
has to
they-
be something animating them, so we might face something more dangerous.
It is slightly concerning that they exist, and apparently Blackwater is aware of them and is not only aware of them, but has built his house right on top of one of the sections that leads into the burrows.
So, just FYI, do any of you have survival?
No.
I think
I think
Mia
Mia-
does. So Mia would say, well, I mean, technically speaking, we're not exactly under Blackwater's house. From what I can gather, the halls of Tarsus, as far as underground, is about this area.
So I assume that that the house he's living in was here before Blackwater.
She says, or he dug into those tunnels. I don't know if the house. Well, I don't know much about architecture, but I'm guessing he built that house. I don't think it was here before.
Oh.
Although this town did exist before as some sort of something. I don't really know, but like the town itself was built upon something that had existed in the past, right?
Yes, so the burrows themselves, those dwarven tunnels down below, are very old. Does anyone
Yeah.
have history?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can give me a history check. I don't know if we did this already, but yeah, so the architecture below is definitely a separate structure. You would note that several of the buildings in this town, like these towers and the barracks here, are very old as well, also dwarven structures, but the rest of the town are newer housing that's been built more recently. The church is also quite old, though you're not sure if that was dwarven. You would guess that the tunnels are around 2,000 years old, because that's when the last empire existed in this area, the Dwarven Empire of the last cycle.
But I wonder, like, why even connect to those tunnels if you're Blackwater?
IR
He's
shrugs.
looking for artifacts, so
I mean, that
where
could
better
be.
to look?
He is from what I had read about him, he is sort of an eccentric student of history. Perhaps he built his house here in the hopes of exploring some of those tunnels.
Perhaps.
You might not have stumbled across the dead bodies yet. Like all the bit that we were in beforehand didn't have dead in until we got to the fortress. So
And
you might not know there's dead skeletons down there.
Yeah, she shrugged. She says it would depend on how extensive those tunnels are and how long he's been exploring them. I couldn't tell you. I don't know much about his motivations.
Well, when it comes down to it, and the Bloodhand actually does break through with us into Blackwater's estate, I don't imagine that, especially if we do it like late at night, I don't imagine there'll be much like guarding going on. I feel like people would be more around the outside rather than on the inside.
Well,
All it will take is one guard to set off the alarm, and then they all know.
I mean, I would expect if Blackwater knows about those tunnels, he probably has people watching them. I doubt he would just have a tunnel connecting to his house and then not watch it. That'd be very
Of
foolish.
course, of course. But we could potentially, with the help of some specialized people on Bloodhand's part, well, they have this plan for a reason. I imagine they'll make good use of the tunnel getting in. It's
Yeah.
easier than just storming Blackwater's estate from the outside.
Oh, yes, it's a good plan. If done right, it could be very effective. You could have a whole group of people in his house before he even knew about it. And I imagine the Bloodhand are good at that sort of infiltration. Tell me when they are planning to do this. If we play our cards right, I might be able to steal the ring while they are stealing it from him.
Hmm. You
I
mean pull a fast one on them? On the Bloodhand?
Yes. Well, depending on what our status with them is going to be. I'll leave that all up to you, but the Bloodhand don't know who I am. Even when they were speaking with Orcard, I was never part of the negotiations. He was smart enough to always have me in the shadows watching. So, Cithril doesn't know of me.
We would
Okay.
be definitely the first one would get blamed for that. So
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's not something we have to do, it's just an option, she says.
and I think it's a good option actually.
It all depends on how you all wish to play this. If you
I
do intend to make the Bloodhand more permanent partners, I would not suggest betraying them.
and just as
But in the end, someone is going to be enemies, either Blackwater or Bloodhand, or possibly both, depending on how you all play this. Orcard was willing or ready to go up against both factions. I don't think he played it very smartly attacking Chaur in the first place, but maybe you all can do a better job.
if we were to accept help from the Bloodhand and then turn against them, that would make us no better than Blackwater. But
Well, it
I
depends on how you define better. She snickers.
We're turning against. We were accepting Blackwater's help and then turning against him. So we're kind of just as
Accept
bad
any of
anyway.
his help.
we never accepted his help. We said we'd think about it, and it turns out that he's not a golden child, to say the least. But
I think clear out the tunnels underneath the town to find this secret entrance into Blackwater's mansion, and then we'll know all the options we have. In which case, we can then come up with an actual plan of what we're doing to get into the mansion. Whether we're doing the thing to reduce his numbers on these men, or we're going in at night, or what.
I mean, the easiest thing would be if he could get the Iron Tide through the tunnels inside of his mansion. Then he has someone to blame who isn't inside of his reach.
That would work, and that would work if we knew
well,
that there was an entrance or exit outside the town, because they could come in that way and come up from underneath, and then it's all on them.
It doesn't make much sense to move an entire 200 people, but if there were a couple people in the Iron Tide that were good for this sort of operation, maybe others like Ayara, then we could
No, the Iron
have them
Tide
help.
is bulky and
You mentioned some kind of Iron Shadow, I believe.
for the most part, the Iron Tide is bulky and clumsy, more brute than finesse. They do have their Iron Shadows, but they are more illusory, and there's not that many of them. Not enough to form a huge squad. I mean, if you were going to bring them and myself in, I think the Bloodhand would notice, unless we were actually working together.
You've studied Blackwater. What would happen if the Iron Tide attacked the town and sieged it? Would he send his men out to defend?
Well, you saw what happened. We did do that. And then you all showed up
Yeah.
and killed a bunch of us.
Yes, and this is
So
going
we
to be
agreed
a better
not to
plan.
attack the town again. Let's not leave.
We're not going to properly attack. We just fake an attack whilst all his men are at the walls defending. We go in through the tunnels up under. He's got less men in there then. it's
It's
easier to get it, and then no one actually attacks because it's just for the night when we're doing this.
Well, I don't
I'd
know
say
if.
it's
So Blackwater had his mercenaries before. The Iron Tide, even when they were attacking the walls, it's not like Blackwater was sending his people out to help. So I think that would
Okay,
more
so
be
that would,
the town guards would be distracted, but
yeah,
Blackwater plays his
and
resources pretty close to the chest.
it's hard to fake an attack without casualties.
it'd be a siege, so it wouldn't really be an attack.
Mm, well,
So you just block
then it
off.
would be useless. I think at any rate, I do not plan to turn against the Blood Hand, even if it means giving away a cut solely from our half, even if it is a 30% cut of the whole thing, which means we'd only get a 17% cut. I don't intend to
Well,
turn against the Blood Hand.
so right now, if I remember correctly, it was a 50-50 split. So I think
Yes.
you would give away half of that, so it would be 25 and 25. And
Although the Blood Hand may not accept a 25% cut, they might want a 33% cut, which would leave us with a 17% cut.
yeah, I think
If
Which
we're taking,
I would.
Cithril did mention that she wanted an even share when you were talking to her.
if we're
Yes.
taking votes, I would rather betray Orcard and Blackwater and stick with the Bloodhound out of the option.
Oh. Ihara
Yeah,
laughs. She
yeah,
says, "You
that's
realize
that's
I'm currently contracted with the Blood Hand, right?"
And
You
you
really-
must realize that this here fairy is absolutely insane and says whatever is on his mind. I'm sure you've had similar thoughts in similar situations.
Also,
You're
if you're
just smart not
contracted,
to say
if you're
them.
if you're contracted, then it means that someone else can buy you for a higher price, which means that your loyalty is viable, not for a person, which means that what
Um,
I doesn't matter.
it
we
depends on the
share
contract.
personal opinions. I think the
She
blood hand is the worst option.
she says, in theory, I mean, a mercenary's reputation is all they have. If I just go betraying everyone for more money, no one's going to hire me. In fact, they'll probably just kill me. But I would prefer if you did not betray Orcard, especially if you're going to mention it out loud in front of me. I will just assume you didn't say that, and she gives you a wink.
Don't worry,
You can
it's
ta-
only Riven's personal opinion.
You can tell him that the fairy that he enslaved is happy to see his head on the pike.
It'd probably be better if I didn't say that, but yeah. As for who you should betray, I don't really care much for Blackwater or Bloodhand, but I mean, a second faction in the Alliance would make things easier if you can somehow handle it or somehow make it happen with either Bloodhand or the or Blackwater. So that is more for you all to decide how you want to play this. I am
Playing it with Blackwater. What would the play be if we were to side with Blackwater and the Iron Tide?
that would be a hard sell. Orcard has
Yeah,
quite a bit of hatred towards Blackwater. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, mind you. I think both of them are are extremely greedy, and the allure of that vault might actually bring them together again. But it would take a lot of convincing, and it would definitely take having more cards to play. As I said, if you were able to already gather two of the three pieces, then yeah, you could probably do more convincing that way.
Interesting. Also, the vault of Isaac, I imagine it's not just going to be gold that we happen upon. The items within might have values that are hard to ascertain.
Yes, I think Blackwater knows best what's in there. He was the one who set this all up.
Hmm.
Well, I'll leave you all to think about it. I think I'm going to stay in this room a bit. I don't really want to go moving through the town during the day. How long is this room rented out for?
day.
Until tomorrow, pretty much. So,
Alright, so I might hang out here a while, but if you wish to speak again, I will be here. Or we can have some
Okay.
drinks and just hang out a while. I guess it depends on what the group wants to do.
I'll,
want to go investigate the tunnel.
I mean, out of game, we've done a lot of discussion. Are you guys interested in going back down underneath, or do you want to do something else today? Or you want to
Sure.
discuss it more? It's up to you. I don't know. Whatever the group is going to enjoy doing.
I'm
I-
gonna
Karen,
I'm gonna show Iara some magic tricks
All right, you get
with
sleight of hand.
I'm going to go in.
the sleight of
I'm
hand. Do I
gonna
have to
go
roll
up-
for it? Oh,
You're like
fucking two.
dropping cards. He's like, huh.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that's certainly interesting. Riven, what did you say?
I'm going to go off and go to the place to go and explore because I'm going to be absolutely suicidal, like normal.
You mean down below?
Yeah,
Are you going by yourself?
well, hopefully not.
So are you telling everyone this, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go and investigate the dwarven ruins. Anyone want to come?
Sure, I'm down. There's probably
Yeah.
things to be found down there. Better to get it done now than wait, especially if we have a bunch of possible Iron Tide soldiers showing up. Or whatever plans you all are spinning over there. Alright, so the group's headed back down below.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So you are on your way, moving through the streets.
I'm holding my wallet because I don't trust anyone here anymore.
Your
Alright.
money pouch.
Yep.
So as you are moving through the streets, there's quite a few people on their way to work. I'll say it's probably about 8:30 a.m. at this point after breakfast and all that talking. Tal, as the group is moving down the street, you notice someone kind of moving past Scurry and a hand going for his belt pouch.
I try to slap it away.
No,
Uh,
grab the hand.
So,
Okay, sorry.
No.
Oh, okay.
so you're gonna like jump over and try to like slap the hand away, or what exactly are you doing?
Yeah.
All right. So as you do that, actually, I'm gonna bring.
Does
you
just
all-
Tal see it?
Yeah, Tal is the only one that's seen it
Okay.
so far. So here, I'm gonna
Interesting.
put Ribbon, Nalo.
I'm flying.
Yeah, well, you're kind of flying through the street, and Tal. So as you go to slap the hand away, you would kind of succeed catching the person off guard, and the figure starts darting away from the group. So you all see this now. You see Tal kind of lunge suddenly off to the side, pushing someone, and the person just takes off running towards the marketplace.
I'm flying after him.
Scurry's like, what the? What was that about? What do you all want to do?
What did that person look like?
It was a hooded figure, probably fairly short, like 5'4".
Okay.
And you didn't really get a good look at their face. You just kind of caught the edge of them trying to take Scurry's belt pouch.
Interesting.
So is the group gonna try to chase, or what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna chase.
Me neither.
I am. I am.
Alright, so Ribbon, you are flying after the person.
Yep.
Hey! Alright, so you can see the figure running north. The rest of the party is staying. You are moving at 30 feet, right? That's your speed?
Yeah, but I'm gonna try and gain height, so it's not like I'm right stable, so I keep gaining height to get higher and higher.
So the figure is moving much quicker than you, dashing at about 90 feet per round versus your 60. So they're getting a bit of a lead. What do you want to do? They're probably about 100 feet from you right now, trying to disappear into the crowd in the market.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Alright, so you're kind of going to fade away as you fly.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Well, I'm trying to like gain enough height so they wouldn't hear my wings anyway, and then because of being invisible, they wouldn't see me. So kind of, yeah, I suppose.
Alright, so Scurry's looking at Riven, who just kind of fades away as he disappears, and Scurry says, well, I guess he's going to do his own thing.
Yeah, maybe we should go after him and see that he's not gonna do anything stupid like kill the kid or something.
You mean like blow up the marketplace? Maybe drop one of
Or
his
the-
shatters on the middle of a bunch of stalls? Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea. Alright, so you all are going north to follow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, I'll follow along.
Alright, so Riven, you're trying to keep an eye on this person, right? As
Yeah.
they're getting further and further away. Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Once I like hit like a certain height where people wouldn't
remember-
necessarily.
You do have inspiration points. Alright, so they are starting to disappear. You're kind of keeping an eye on them, but there's more and more people that are in the market as they get deeper within. And you're trying to hide yourself, so give me a stealth check at advantage, because you're pretty high up. Okay, 16. Alright, so you see your group is kind of coming in, but they're a ways away. What do you want to do? You still have kind of an eye on the person, but they're swiftly disappearing into the crowd.
Just try and keep up with them the best I can.
Alright, so give me one more perception check. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use an inspiration.
You gotta use it before you actually roll.
Okay. Never mind then.
Do you want to use? Okay, so you want to use inspiration? Go ahead, and make a roll. Spend your inspiration, and you can say
Yeah.
you use it.
So just a normal roll then.
Yeah. Well, it's inspiration, so 15. Alright, so you're flying around, and yeah, if you want to use inspiration, you have to say it before you roll the dice.
Okay.
You think you see the person kind of walk over. You just managed to keep an eye on them as they walk over to a stall, and they just kind of stop there.
Okay, I'm going to just like hover so I can still see them, but yeah,
How close are you getting?
100 feet.
Alright, so you're 100 feet up hovering. Yeah, you see them down below. It looks like they're just hanging out there looking around. They're not moving anymore.
Okay, I'm just gonna like stay there and watch, and yeah.
Alright,
See
so
what
they stay there a moment looking around. You see your group is in the market now too, looking around. They don't know you're there. The person is going to start walking west down the street casually. You see them go towards the Darkwater Inn.
Yeah, I'm following still 100 feet.
Okay. So yeah, you see them enter the Darkwater Inn below.
Okay, oh god.
And your group is still looking around the market for you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to fly to one of the windows, if it's got any windows, and try and look in and see if I can see them.
So on the first floor, there are a couple of windows. There's one looking into the inn area. There's one looking into the tavern area. There's like the stables. So
Did he go in the tavern door, like the main door?
the person went into the inn.
I'll go and look through the inn window.
Alright, so you see a couple of people in the inn. It's early morning, so there's not too many. Give me another perception check. Okay. No, you don't see them in there.
Okay. I'll go in. I'm still invisible, so I'll walk in.
Okay. So the door opens. Everyone kind of looks curiously over at the door. Yeah, you see a couple of people in the inn. You start walking around. It looks like mostly farmers. You don't see the person who entered a moment ago.
Is there any doors, like, obviously, that I can see that he might have gone through?
So in the tavern, there's the kitchen area. There's a private room area, like where you guys rented. There's a door that goes over to the inn area, and there's a stairwell that goes upstairs into the inn area.
I'm gonna go up the stairs. No, am I? Yes, I'm gonna go up the stairs.
All right. So you walk up the stairs. Give me a perception check. Okay.
God.
Give me a stealth check. Okay. So you're pretty stealthy as you come up the stairs. It's dark in here. You can't see very well. You're still concentrating on invisibility. You take a quick look around, but the hall seems empty. What do you want to do?
How many doors are there?
I mean, this is the inn area, so there are a bunch of different rooms.
I'm gonna try. Oh god, I'm trying to think. Would they have locks?
Unfortunately, you don't know much about tracking or following
No, I have no
perception-wise.
idea. I have no idea.
If only Mia was here. So what do you want to
Should be
do?
very. I'm gonna try the doors and see if any of them are locked or unlocked.
Alright, so as you go to open a door, something comes up behind you, and you feel someone grab you. Give me... Now, you are invisible, so something bumps into you. Give me a acrobatics or athletics check as something is trying to grab you, because I assume you're resisting.
Yep.
Alright, so someone pushes you against the wall, and you hear a feminine voice say, "Who's there? Why are you following me?"
Okay, so
Something's holding you.
are they holding like my back with me pushed up against the door?
Yeah, so basically you were kind of trying to open the door, and something came up behind you and like bumped into you, and when they felt you, they kind of grabbed you. Who are you?
Okay. Oh god. Can I open my wings?
Yeah, sure. You're invisible right now, so they can't see what
Yeah.
you look like.
So I'm gonna open my wings and start trying to fly with them pressed up against me to see if I can like move them up or let's get them in the air.
All right. So they are kind of surprised by that as they feel you pushing up. They're kind of knocked back a little as they draw two daggers. I assume you are able to turn around now, and you would see a young woman standing there. She looks like she is probably about maybe like 17 or 18 years old. This is what she looks like. And she says, "I hear you. Why are you following me?" And you see this is the person who you were following through the air. Oh, wait. Hang on. I can't show you her name. And I know we're getting close to the end here, but I'll probably wrap soon. So this is what she looks like. She does have leather armor on. She has her two daggers out, and she's looking around frantically now because she was not expecting you to break free.
Right.
She says,
So-
"What do you want?"
This is gonna happen like at the same point, but I'm going to cast Charm Person, which will mean I drop invisibility because
Alright.
I can't do the two.
So you attempt to affect her with a charm spell. And actually, since we're over a bit, this might be a good place to stop before we get
Okay.
into a new encounter. So why don't we save that spell and do MVP votes as your poor party is looking around for you while you're here at the inn.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, no, after searching for like a minute, I'm just like, fuck this, and it goes back to the end.
I'm gonna go have a drink. Yeah, so give me MVP votes with a whisper. Alright, I got one, and I really hope that we get Mia and Scurry next week, and a 4th player. I'm gonna keep trying to recruit. /W, not W/.
That was a joke.
Yeah,
It was a
you do
joke,
that
but
thing, yeah. Riven, who are you voting for? So Nala with 2 votes, you are MVP. Congrats.
oh, dab. Let's go. That's
Alright,
6, baby.
so next week we will continue, probably exploration, find out who this strange person is who was trying to steal from you all, and yeah, we'll pick it up there.
Yeah, I probably won't make it next week.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we'll have everyone else, and like I said, maybe a new player. But yeah, let me know if you're gonna miss, and we can plan for your absence. All right. Anything else before we break for the evening or the day? I should
No.
say.
Oh,
Alright.
good.
Well, thanks again, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you then.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you.